Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how are you folks doing? Welcome here, welcome to another edition of Monday Night Raw. This is night 2 of the draft. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the best news I have ever heard. Ladies and gentlemen, the best thing to ever happen to the WWE has happened. The Lucha House Party is no more. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Lucha House Party has been split up. Yes. Grand Loser Leak, Loser Dorado, and Loser are no longer together. Oh, this is the best news ever. Yes. Oh, man, everyone. So that is how we're starting off the show here today. The Lucha House Party has officially been split up. We're talking about Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado heading on over to Monday Night Raw, and Loser heading over to SmackDown. This is the best day of my freaking life, okay? And if you guys don't know why I'm so pumped, because we had a deal going on here on the channel that I thought maybe just for a little bit, I thought maybe it was going to come true. The deal was, if the Lucha House Party ever won the tag team titles, I'd have to buy a Lucha House Party mask and a Lucha House Party t-shirt and wear it right here on the stream, and they have been split up. So the only thing that I can think of right here, everyone, is that they might do a similar thing to how they're doing the New Day, where they keep them together. But they've been teasing breaking them up for a little bit. It seems like this has finally happened. So I think we have finally gotten through the era of the Loser House Party. It's the best day ever. And now, everyone, let's just jump right into this thing. It is time for that Con Man Certified 2020 Draft Part 2. Roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Isaac Roa. We got Sad Verk. How you doing? We got Joseph Ventura. Balin Howe. Welcome to the live stream. We got ourselves Waleed Hijaz. Lil Cash. Nice to see you. I see you, Matthew Bonneau. We got Byron Knight up in here. We got Dreadhead. Thank you, my friend, for your $1 dono as well. I appreciate it. We got ourselves Blake Lewis up in here. Mr. Tornicane Kakapopo. I see you, my friend. We got Bot Life. We got Tevin Walker. How you doing? Kelvin Jackson. Charles Wright. Coup de grace. How you doing, my friend? We got ourselves Ghost YT. Welcome, Robbie. Welcome to the stream. We got ourselves a $2 dono from Ace Reborn. How you doing, Ace? Good to see you. We got Diego Toledo Supersaurus. I like your name, my friend. We got Rolf up in here. Alejandro, welcome. And let's go with 3 more people. Mike Kress, Asim K, and Adam Hill. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. It's going to be a good show here today. So, and Jason Barker, welcome, my man. Good to see you. Thank you for the support, everyone. Yes, so if you missed it right off the start of the stream, Lucha House Party has been split up. Breaking news, they have been drafted over to Monday Night Raw, and by they, I mean Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado, while Kalisto was drafted over to what is it called? Over to SmackDown. Just the best day of my freaking life. So let me just go over here to Twitter, and I folks, I think I have to tweet it out, because at this point, it's become a running gag. Con Man needs to be happy, and Con Man is happy. Best day of my life. The Loser House Party is no more. Boom, boom. There we go. Love it. All right, you guys are going to have to help out Conman's Twitter ratios, so head on over there to twitter.com/Conman167. Favorite retweet. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It is time for part 2 of the draft from the Thunderdome. So, we do have more news to talk about. This isn't just about the Lucha House Party. I know, big pop here at the start of the show, but there is more to talk about. If you guys missed it and you have not heard since Friday night on SmackDown, we have had additional superstars drafted. So Monday Night Raw got Humberto Carrillo, SmackDown got Murphy, Raw got Tucker, meaning that Heavy Machinery is also done. Kalisto went to SmackDown, meaning that the Lucha House Party is done. And Monday Night Raw got Drew Gulak. So yeah, there's those additional draft picks. And what else has been going down here today before the Eva Marie news? Anything else? Oh yeah, Lars Sullivan is right back in the middle of controversy. And they have already announced for this Friday a match between Jeff Hardy and Lars Sullivan. So WWE clearly just doesn't give two craps. Vince McMahon is one of Lars Sullivan's biggest supporters. So yeah, that's that. What are you guys' thoughts on the whole Lars Sullivan situation without getting into it way too much? He's just a creep, isn't he? Just a big old creep. And the last thing that we got to talk about here tonight, everybody, before getting into the draft, Eva Marie is on her way back to WWE. I don't know when she's going to be back. I don't know too much more beyond that, but Eva Marie looks like she is on her way back to WWE. And now it's time for the Viper. It's time for Randall Keith Orton. Let's do it. Why is she coming back? Well, here's the thing, guys. With Eva Marie, she sucked, right? It's just straight up, she sucked. However, Eva Marie was able to garner reactions that not many people inside of the women's division were able to garner. Hatred, go away heat, get out of here, bye-bye heat, but still, it was there. We don't know what she's like now. Maybe she has put the work in to truly stand out in some way, because one thing is for certain, Eva Marie carried herself like a star, all read everything. I hope we get the announcer back. You know, if you guys remember when Eva Marie was coming down, they had like the dope announcer voice for her. They really painted her up to be a great heel, but she just couldn't wrestle. Thing is, though, after that first push that she got on the main roster, she went down to NXT. She got mega heel heat down in NXT, but people still started caring about her. She showed progression in the ring back then, and while she didn't get to the point that we wanted to see Eva Marie get to, she was progressing in that second stint with NXT. Then she got rushed to the main roster yet again. People they were like, okay, we're done with this crap. Eva Marie, go away. That's when the announcer came in and all that, all read everything, and they were like, okay, now's not the time for this Eva Marie character. But if they were to return the Eva Marie character like that, they could have her in the Lana role, who gets beat up by people like Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, whoever. And you don't have to completely bury Lana. Also, a team between Lana and Eva Marie, it might be incredibly tough to watch, but the amount of star power and the amount of hatred that you could get from a duo like that could be really cool. I honestly wouldn't even mind seeing like Natalya, Lana, and Eva Marie all work together as like a faction. Even though it wouldn't be like high up the card, I would still like to see some sort of faction in the women's division that we just straight up hate, like just straight up cannot stand. The Moat Pounds, thank you, my friend, for upgrading to main eventer. Here is Randall Keith Orton. We're going to turn the audio up for him. Listen closely, everyone, and welcome to the show. Oh, yeah, also, Chad Gable heading to SmackDown.
Regardless,
forgot to mention that. Shorty G on SmackDown.
Whether or not I get moved to SmackDown, or if I stay on Monday Night Raw, one thing remains the same. And that one thing is a fact. That in less than 2 weeks, I will be locked.
I see you straight. I'm getting around to it, my man. Thank you for the support.
And I'm going to take his WWE Championship from him. Now, 2020 has been one hell of a year to say the least. But one thing about 2020, it has been the year of Drew McIntyre. You cannot dispute that. He not only main evented WrestleMania, beat Brock Lesnar, but he also became WWE champion and became one of the faces.
All right, guys, get your votes in. Are you pumped for Raw tonight? Either yes or no. Vote yes, vote no. Vote no. That's what I'm trying to say. No R in there. Vote no or vote yes.
Until last Monday night on Raw, I beat Drew McIntyre 1, 2, 3 in the middle of this ring with an RKO. Drew hadn't lost via pinfall in almost 1 entire year.
Wow. Impressive.
Now, Drew, if that's not a sign of things to come, my friend, I don't know what is. Drew, I'm talking to you right now.
Uh-oh. You better listen, Drew.
I'm talking to you, and I'm going to tell you right now that in less than 2 weeks at Hell in a Cell, I'm going to pin you yet again. I am going to beat you 1, 2, 3 in the middle of that cell. I am going to end your legacy, and I'm going to take the WWE Championship from you. And I'm going to do all of that by hitting you with the 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment.
Ready? R. K. Oh. Oh! Ready, guys? Here comes Drew McIntyre. Here he comes. The King of the Claymore.
I guess I gotta congratulate you, Randy. You're right. You're the first person to pin Drew McIntyre in almost a year. When you picked your spot, you hit me out of nowhere, but I would expect nothing less from the Viper.
Anthony Cinto, thanks for subscribing, my friend.
As I was lying there, Randy, I was prone for a kick to the skull and you decided to gloat. That's where you messed up, because I got back up. I want you to know something. When I kicked you in the skull at Clash of Champions, that was for everybody you've ever screwed over.
Everybody? That's a lot of people.
Everything I do to you, all the pain, all the suffering I cause you, it'll be for me.
You
know, the biggest thing that caught my attention,
whatever that name is, thanks for subscribing.
You might be drafted tonight, buddy. And I made a promise last week. I promised that every single time we're in the same building together, I was gonna kick the crap out of you.
Uh-oh. All right, here we go.
I don't want to break a promise now, would I, Randy?
Drew just ripped off his shirt.
Oh, here we go.
And here we go, everyone. McIntyre to the ring. Filling out his promise. And there's a right hand to the face of Randy Orton. And the King of the Claymore, the mayor of Claymore County, is here down in the ring. There's a kick to the midsection. Right hand firing away on Randy Orton. And Drew McIntyre is hammering down the Viper, trying to chop off that snake's head. Right hand back from Randy Orton, though. However, it's reversed by Drew McIntyre. Another right hand. Kick to the midsection, and Orton escapes with his life. But hang on. Oh, no. And just like that, everyone, Randy Orton turns it right back around. So, decent opening segment right here. It seems a little generic for this feud, if I'm being honest. You know, just a little on the generic side. We'll see if they pick it up here with this brawl. Does somebody go through a table, or is something big happen that's going to tease the Hell in a Cell match a little more? Big jump there from McIntyre. Down goes Orton. Orton being lifted up by his ear. McIntyre just gonna drop him down on the announce table. That is classic Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre using his own moves against Orton here tonight. Now McIntyre ripping off that vest that Randy has, throws him back inside the ring. But Randy's gonna keep on rolling all the way to the other side, and McIntyre stopped by those ropes, the invisible force field, stopping McIntyre from getting to Randy anymore. All right. Generic, but I don't hate it, don't love it. It's just there. It's a way to get you a little bit more excited for their feud, I guess, reintroduce the intensity that they have together. I don't hate it, don't love it. Opening segment to Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think? Let me know here in the live chat. What are we getting up here next? Oh! Oh, guys, guess what we're getting? Black Owens, no disqualification, and that is coming up next. Oh, that's big. And then we also get into the draft. So Stephanie McMahon is going to be making her draft picks here for both Raw and SmackDown. The picks are in. Who do you guys think is going number 1 overall? Well, I mean, number 1 overall on night 2. Who do you think? But let's take a look at the superstars who could potentially get drafted here tonight. And we will get to the donations. Thank you, everybody, for the support. So, superstars that are eligible to be drafted here tonight in alphabetical order. Just kidding, it's not in alphabetical order. I lied. Here it is. Andrade, Bayley, Aleister Black, Alexa Bliss, Daniel Bryan, Carmella, King Corbin, Apollo Crews, Nikki Cross, Dabba-Kato, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, Elias, Eric of the Viking Raiders, Lacey Evans, Charlotte Flair, that's an interesting one to keep your eye on. Jeff Hardy, Billie Kay, Lana, Keith Lee, Riddick Moss, Natalya, Titus O'Neil, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, R-Truth, Retribution, Matt Riddle, The Riot Squad, Peyton Royce, Arturo Ruas, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, The Street Profits, Braun Strowman, Lars Sullivan, Tamina, Akira Tozawa, Zelina Vega, Bray Wyatt, and Sami Zayn. So, few interesting names to take note of that could be drafted here tonight. The first one that honestly stood out at me was Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is in the draft class here tonight, meaning Daniel Bryan, I think he's coming back. Like, I think Daniel Bryan might be drafted to Raw here tonight. I think that should be a huge pickup for Monday Night Raw that gives them another familiar face to try to work with. I really think Bryan is needed back at this point, especially on Monday Night Raw. They could really, really use him. The other name that jumps out at me, like I mentioned, was Charlotte Flair. That, to me, signals the fact that Charlotte Flair is likely going to be back from injury. Not guaranteed, right? Not guaranteed, but Charlotte Flair is likely to be coming back from injury here. Wouldn't be surprised if she gets thrown back on Monday Night Raw. Honestly, not surprised at all if that ends up happening. And the other thing that I'm thinking of here is Retribution. I think Retribution should be not drafted. I really, really think Retribution should be kept out of the draft. Like, I know that they're in it technically because they are signed superstars, but I would just allow Retribution to be free agents. Let them show up on either show, on either Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, wherever you want them to be. Let them wreak havoc. They are not signed. Don't have any brands sign them. This could be getting back out of that plot hole, right? They have contracts, but they aren't specific to a brand. Like, I think that would be really a neat story to see go down here tonight. And if I had to say who do I think is going to be picked first overall, there's no world champions in this draft class, which I kind of like to see. There is some tag team champions, but outside of that, there is not a ton of champs, which leads me to believe that we are going to see Monday Night Raw pick Bray Wyatt the Fiend first overall. Wouldn't be surprised to see SmackDown go with... I could see SmackDown going with either a Bayley. I guess Bayley is the women's champion, so Bayley might go very early as well. Sami Zayn is in it, so they might pick the Intercontinental Champion to remain on SmackDown. But there's no world champions, which leads me to believe you're probably going to get either Bray Wyatt picked number 1 or Braun Strowman picked number 1. And then Bayley's probably going number 1 to SmackDown. That's how I would position it, at least. Bayley's held on to that championship for over a year. Why wouldn't SmackDown want to pick her with one of their first overall picks, right? Especially when they got Sasha Banks as well now. Here comes Steph. I apologize, guys. We do have lots of donations. I will get to them here tonight. I know that I'm a little bit all over the place with them sometimes, so I do appreciate your support. Jason Barker, thank you, my man, for your 5-bomb right there. We're going to roll it as a 5. And he says, sup, y'all. But here's Stephanie. All right, guys, take your picks. Who do you think is being picked first overall right here on Monday Night Raw?
20 draft. where it is my privilege to once again preside over this momentous and career-altering event with twists and turns in every round. So without further ado, let's get started. Ooh, a surprise indeed. The first overall pick of the WWE Draft, Monday Night Raw selects the Fiend.
There it is.
Bray Wyatt.
There it is. There it is. Oh, there it is, everyone. So number 1, Bray Wyatt. I'm thinking Bayley number 2 for SmackDown. That just makes sense to me.
SmackDown selects the longest reigning SmackDown Women's
Good job.
Champion in
Number 3.
WWE history, Bayley.
Number 3, Braun Strowman to Raw, or do you go Alexa Bliss? Bliss, Orton maybe on Raw?
Smart pick with Bayley.
Remaining on Raw, the 13-time world
Orton.
champion, the Viper.
Okay, yeah, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. SmackDown is probably, let's see here, let's look over at the list. Who might it be? Who might it be? Sami Zayn. Could be Charlotte Flair. Could be Braun Strowman.
The Raw
Daniel Bryan.
Tag Team champions,
Whoa,
the
hey.
Street Profits.
Whoa! What?
What?
Okay, tag teams trading sides.
Tag team championship goes to SmackDown.
All right.
Champions follow the championship and so forth.
Street Profits
And
heading
remaining
over.
on Raw, the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
Woo! Everybody let out your big woo! Can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! Because Charlotte Flair is back on Monday Night Raw. So she should be back soon. So here we go. Fiend went number 1. Bayley went to SmackDown at number 2. Randy Orton stayed on Raw at number 3. Street Profits, the Raw Tag Team Champions, heading over to SmackDown, number 4. And Charlotte Flair, number 5, to round out the round. Woo! All right. I like it. That was good. And here comes Black. Oh, dudes. I'm gonna nitpick something. Everybody, you're about to hear Conman nitpick something. Why are you not presenting Black with his full entrance when you just dubbed him a new theme song, a new entrance, a new character? Why is Black getting the jobber entrance when you just gave him new stuff? I know it's not technically the jobber entrance. Yes, it's to just make the show go along a little quicker. But, man, come on, dudes. Come on. All right, so this match is officially underway. We got ourselves Aleister Black versus Kevin Owens. Glad I could help out a little bit there, Michael Griller. Just once again, my man, I think if you're able to reach out to YouTube directly, they can provide you a lot more answers than I can. I don't have your data sitting in front of my face to truly be able to see what went wrong and what I can tell you. All I can say is you can definitely not rebroadcast any of the television show. You got to figure out a way to broadcast your reactions without featuring any of the actual show. Best of luck, my man. Hopefully everything works out for you. So let's continue on with a few donations, but before we get into those, everybody, I want to ask you real quickly here, who is going to win this match? So it's either going to be Kevin Owens or it's going to be Aleister Black. So let me ask you, who will win? Either Kevin
Owens from behind during the KO show. Absolutely. I mean, if you recall, Aleister Black was on the shelf for a month and come close to us, guys.
either Owens or
Watch out.
Black. Boom, boom. And this match is no disqualifications. So here you go. You can get your votes in through the live chat, one of the most awesome features of the Conman live streams. You got either vote Owens or vote Black. So let me know there, guys, and you can see your votes pop up here in live time. Vote Owens or vote Black. Now, let's continue on. So we got ourselves a 5-bomb right here from Straight to Slade. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Sorry that it took a little bit to get around to. He says, best day. Here we go. I'm back on, man. LHP is gone. Missed you, man. School sucks. That's why I've missed so much. Always a friend, though. Always a friend, my man. Good to see you. Hopefully school gets a little bit better. I know it's tough right now. Very difficult. Conman's got it down. X Guerrero. X, welcome to the streams, my man.
Best day.
Uh-oh.
I am back on, man. LHP is GONEEEVEEE.
Kevin Owens has a table.
School sucks, that's why I've missed so much. Sad face. Always a friend, though.
Uh-oh. Kevin Owens looking to put Aleister Black maybe through a table. Black, though, grabbing the back of the legs, not allowing himself to get lifted up. That's a smart defense from Black. Right hand to the back of the leg of Owens. Another right hand. Uppercut as well. Thank you, Cameron Andrews. Appreciate it, buddy. But wait, where's Owens going? Owens on the barricade now. Oh, no! Black just sent Owens through the table. Oh, it didn't break, though. Oh, Kevin Owens is going to be feeling that one as we go to commercial break. Jeez, man. That's going to hurt. Kevin Owens is going to be feeling that one. TNT 56 Ace, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Congratulations on having your baby girl. Congratulations, buddy. Hopefully that baby girl is nice and healthy. Hopefully everything is going well. Hopefully you're getting some sleep. Rest up, my man, if possible. And best of luck to you raising that baby girl. Do you have a name yet? And then we got ourselves a 2-bomb right after that from It's Your Boy Oscar Vlogs. Thank you, It's Your Boy Oscar Vlogs. He's asking me, how's my day going? You know what? It was a really, really weird day. I actually feel like garbage right now, if I'm being honest. I don't know what it is. I've had a headache all day. It started out bad. My back has just been killing me. Like, it's almost been affecting my breathing. My back has been so sore here today. I know, old man Con, right? But yeah, it's been a little bit of a weird day. I felt like garbage. But I was telling myself, you know what? Like, it doesn't matter. It really, truly doesn't matter. You're going to go live. You're going to have a good time. You're going to see these people. And you're just going to have fun with them. Ty Kelly, thanks for subscribing, my man. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, just really haven't felt the best here today for whatever reason. But I'm doing okay at the moment. Also, everyone, forgot to mention this. To all Canadians, happy Thanksgiving. You know, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. I am from the Great White North, as most of you are aware. I celebrated Thanksgiving on Saturday. It was just myself, my lovely girlfriend Becca, Chrissy, my sister, and then my mom and dad, just up at our cottage. And we had a nice little get-together, some turkey, and some mashed potatoes, some ham, you know, just a really good time. Didn't see too many people, obviously, because of the current climate of everything, but I had a really good Canadian Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys, if you were celebrating Thanksgiving, had a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. We had leftover turkey for dinner here today, and it was just as good as the first time, so yeah. And to all Americans, I know your Thanksgiving is coming up. Hopefully things will get going in the right direction so that more people can see their family members. It really sucked not being able to see, you know, all of our combined family, but we stayed home. We didn't stay home. We stayed away from doing large gatherings just so that we, you know, we worked within our little bubble, right? So hopefully everybody has had a good Thanksgiving. Let's roll the 2-bomb here from It's Your Boy Oscar Vlogs. Once again, thanks, dude.
It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
And Lamont Pounds right here dropping a 5-bomb. Thank you, my friend. He says, thanks, Con. Well, thank you for your support. Thank you. Ready? Got it. Vamsy, I had some turkey. I had mashed potatoes. We had carrots. We had, what else was there? Ham. There was stuffing. There was turnip. I don't like turnip, so I stayed away from that. What else was there? Pickles, I believe my mom cut up. Yeah, we had some pickles. We had some cheese earlier in the day. It was just a good day. It was just a good day. As we come back from the commercial break, though, Kevin Owens just drives his own face into the steel chair. I believe that was at the... Well, it was thanks to Aleister Black drop kicking the leg out from underneath of Owens. My God, messed up his name right there. And let me just try to reset my commentary. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Here we go. We come back from commercial break, and Kevin Owens went face first into the steel chair. Got it. May I know what's the current superstars that were drafted? I will try to go off of memory. I don't have anything pulled up in front of here right now. But today, the people that have been drafted, The Fiend has gone to Monday Night Raw. You got Bayley staying on SmackDown. You have Randy Orton staying on Raw. You had the Street Profits, the tag team champions from Monday Night Raw, going to SmackDown. And then you had Charlotte Flair being drafted to Monday Night Raw. Shane the Gamer, my man, thank you for your support. He chants out, Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. Well, Shane, you're blocked up. No, I'm just joking around, man. You're not blocked, but if you're not careful, man, I'm going to have to block you for that type of language.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Matty Dom, welcome to the stream. And remember, get your votes in, everyone. If you think it's going to be Kevin Owens that wins this no DQ match, vote Owens. If you think it's going to be Black, vote Black. Black, just got caught as Kevin Owens brings the steel chair up into the knee of Black and then smacks him across the back. DDT as well. Black is down. Into the cover. Count of one. Count of two. Kick out by Aleister. Straight to Slade, thank you, my man, for your $1 donation. Appreciate it, buddy.
Can be asked about Aleister Black. And one has to wonder if something like that doesn't take out Aleister Black, what is it going to take for Kevin Owens to get him out?
Yes, Seth Rollins, Sethy Poo, is going to say his final goodbye for Monday Night Raw, which is interesting. I didn't realize this, but Seth Rollins was drafted #1 overall by Monday Night Raw back in the 2016 draft, the expansion draft. And that, to me, kind of encompasses what the last 4 years have been on Monday Night Raw. It's been 4 years of trying to make Seth Rollins into the biggest babyface star, and then they realized that those 4 years of building him up to be the biggest babyface star, he is far, far, far more effective as a heel. I'm not even sure if they meant to turn him heel. It almost seemed like he started turning heel once he spoke up on Twitter and started shilling out for the company he works for. And I'm not sure if that was a character change or if that was just legitimately Seth Rollins' thoughts that they morphed into becoming a character. But it's been interesting watching him try to get over as the biggest babyface in the company for that long and seeing WWE realize he's just better off as a heel. So you can almost say the last 4 years of the build for Rollins did nothing in getting over a new babyface. Oh my God, Meteor to Kevin Owens through the 4 steel chairs. That's got to be it. 1, 2, Kevin, what? How did Kevin kick out of that?
How in the world did Kevin Owens survive?
Holy.
That's incredible. Owens' back is absolutely decimated right now.
Aleister Black just came off the top rope. Double knee meteor right through Kevin Owens. That was a cool spot. That was a really cool spot. Let's get on with our next donation. Paul Carpenter, thank you, my friend.
Too bad they didn't change up the announcers.
Yeah, you know what? That would have been a neat thing to see go down if the announcers were available to be drafted as well. I think they're happy with their announcing teams for the moment, but I'm not sure. They really need Conman on it. That's when they get better announcing. Whoever that was that just subscribed. Jared Smith, thank you very much, my friend, for dropping that subscription. But Paul Carpenter, with that 5-bomb, we've got ourselves a new boss. And his name, once again, is Paul Carpenter. But wait, what is Black doing? He just set the table up. Now he goes to the outside of the ring. But Kevin Owens goes for the stunner. Owens just got sent right into the steel. Black goes for the Black Mass. Instead, though, Owens drops out underneath. Kevin Owens ducking underneath that black mass, and Black kicked the steel. Owens now with oh my God, stunner to Black. And I think we're about to see the end. Kevin Owens maybe looking for a pop-up powerbomb here. To Black, through the table, down he goes. Good night, Black. 2, Kevin Owens wins. Works for me. Huge, 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 huge for Kevin Owens. Here is where we take Kevin Owens, we package him, and ship him over to SmackDown. Right? Because he's available to be drafted here tonight? Or am I stupid? No, he's getting drafted here tonight. Package him, ship him over to SmackDown, let Kevin Owens run through on SmackDown, be the mid-card guy that you can rely on. You just lost AJ Styles. You need Kevin Owens on SmackDown. All right, Kevin Owens, SmackDown. He has to go. It feels more like the Kevin Owens show as well, and not to kind of play off of like, you know, his catchphrase, but it feels more like it's Kevin Owens' show. He doesn't feel like he fits on Raw. I think Kevin Owens' best days were when he was on SmackDown feuding against Shane. He can work as a face or a heel over there. Like this is what needs to happen for Kevin Owens. He needs to go over there. I love Kevin Owens, though. I do think Kevin Owens is WWE's most versatile player. You can put him in any position, and he will kill it. Oh, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke backstage. And they're going to be on Miz TV. I agree with Miz and Morrison coming over to Raw. There is 3 hours. These guys have a talk show. They have been a little bit more on the comedy side of things. There's the 24/7 championship on Raw. I think Miz and Morrison, with that extra hour, are going to be able to shine a little bit more on Raw. We saw just how damn good they can be in their feud against Braun Strowman, even though that the feud itself wasn't captivating to get us to believe that they would win the championships, or championship, I should say, singular. There's still an incredible amount of value. My God, I'm having a tough time speaking. Let me try this again. There's still an incredible amount of value to have Miz and Morrison on a talk show, and I really do believe that on Raw, the 3 hours is going to allow them to have just a little bit more time to show what they can do. They're both great in the ring. Miz is not quite as good as John Morrison in the ring, but regardless, they're both awesome. Miz can make an incredible mid-card heel. You guys know this. I know this. Like, everybody knows this. And maybe we'll get that in the future. So let's roll this 14 bomb from Cameron Andrews. Thank you, my man.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Dollar, 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 dollar.
Hey Con, I don't know about you, but I feel with each brand's tag belts being drafted to the other brand, I feel like we are going to get new branding and belt designs for each tag belt.
You know, that's an interesting concept right there, Cameron Andrews. I don't know for sure if we're going to get new belts. It's really weird that the Raw Tag Team Champions went from Raw to SmackDown, and SmackDown went from SmackDown to Raw. I would have liked to see some sort of unification of the belts, and then the tag teams get, or have the tag team who are the tag team champions have to defend on whichever brand, both Raw and SmackDown, kind of like a multi-brand belt, just like the women's tag team division. I think that would allow WWE to have more depth with their shows. If you needed to build up a tag team on one brand, you can, and then you can keep the tag team championships on another, and then once that tag team gets built up, bring the tag champs over there, have them feud, swap off the titles for somebody, make more stars, yada, yada, yada. It does seem, though, that WWE is going to keep the tag team divisions separate. It seems like they're going to have one on SmackDown, one on Raw. The divisions aren't deep enough to truly have two tag team divisions. It's not even deep enough to have a tag team division on NXT, if I'm being honest. There's not enough attention in tag team wrestling, and it's too split up. You think about it, WWE only has a few tag teams that truly feel like tag teams. And what they do is they take them and they split them. Not split the individuals, but they split the teams in half. They go, okay, half of you can go over here to Raw, half of you go here to SmackDown, and then we need kind of like the lesser guys or the teams that we're starting to build up down there in NXT. Can you picture if the tag team championships were for all three brands, just like the women's tag team championships were all for all three brands? It'd be really cool. I would like it. And I think it would provide a much more entertaining side to tag team wrestling. You could say that you've got a SmackDown tag team coming over to Raw to challenge for the titles. You could say you got an NXT team who is looking to face the champions this Wednesday on NXT. Well, then WWE, you're trying to face off against AEW, trying to fight for the ratings. Maybe that's how you get them. Maybe the Street Profits returning to NXT to defend their tag titles against Killian Dane and Drake Maverick needs to go down. Well, that's going to draw some ratings. It's going to make the tag team champions more over. People are a little more excited to see them. They go back down to what made them famous to begin with. I would think that would have been the best bet overall. We'll wait and see if WWE is heading in this direction, but I don't believe they are. Stephanie McMahon is back, so let's continue on with the draft. Who do I think is going next? So Monday Night Raw is going to get another pick, correct? Braun Strowman coming to Raw. I'm going to say Braun Strowman gets picked number 1. I say Keith Lee goes to SmackDown at number 2. Sami Zayn's going to be in here.
Of the monster, Braun Strowman.
So Braun Strowman there, okay, like Conman called. Coming up next on SmackDown, I'm saying Keith Lee. I say Keith Lee gets drafted to SmackDown. I'm not looking at the chat right now, everybody. Could also be Sami Zayn.
Remaining on SmackDown, they'll say yes to the leader of the Yes Movement and the B+ player. Sorry, Daniel Bryan.
Well, count me unsurprised on my draft floor because you'd be hard-pressed.
That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Daniel Bryan should be on Raw. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that one. That's a weird one. That's a weird one.
Raw selects the original bro, Matt Riddle.
Okay. So Matt Riddle. Okay, Keith Lee, right? Or Owens? It's got to be a big star. There you go. Ship him off to SmackDown like Conman said. Cool. And then coming up, either Keith Lee or Matt Riddle, I think. Either Keith Lee or Matt Riddle is going to be drafted to Raw here. Keith Lee or Matt Riddle.
The charismatic enigma.
Oh, Jeff Hardy. I'm wrong.
Hardy.
Wow.
Fantastic choice.
Yeah, okay. So that's huge. That's a good round. Let's do a recap here really quickly, everyone. So who went where? Riddle already got drafted. My bad, dude. My bad. Did he? Braun Strowman, Daniel Bryan. Oh, wow. Shoot. Yeah, Riddle already got drafted literally right there in front of my eyes. Wow, I'm an idiot. There you guys go, though. There's the round. Braun Strowman, Bryan, Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Jeff Hardy. Not too bad. Sometimes Conman is very, very silly. Yeah, here I'm like, Matt Riddle should get drafted, and they're like, dude, he just got drafted. What an idiot, eh, Conman?
Miz TV.
Here's Miz TV.
He is the most must-see superstar in the WWE, The Miz. He is the Shaman of Sexy, John Morrison. We are the greatest tag team of the 21st century. And the single greatest additions drafted to Monday Night Raw. Man, Raw really hit the jackpot when they drafted The Miz and John Morrison, huh? Monday Night Miz. The Monday Night Delight. Tonight has been a night, it has been explosive. The final night of the draft. People coming, people going, people splitting up. Like the new day. I guess it's a new day. Now the newest of all the new days. Speaking of splitting up, heavy machinery. Oh no! How did that happen? Well, I guess someone must have really good connections with the USA Network. I guess you can call me the face of USA.
Oh, there you go. The face of USA. I like that. That has a chance to run somewhere.
Seth Rollins line. He got turned into SmackDown. Who cares? Let's move on to our guests. They are two of the freshest faces here on Monday Night Raw. They're strong. They're blonde. They got it going on. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke.
Actually, not a bad introduction. And the here, he's talking about all the sway that he has with the USA Network executives. The reason
you guys hear the
Mandy
theme?
Rose was traded here to Monday Night Raw a number of weeks ago and then was picked by Raw is largely because...
Oh, no. Guys, no, watch this garbage. They do the stupid flex. No. Garbage. Oh, it's such a garbage pose, man. Like garbage. Flex with them. Like, frick off. Nobody wants to see you do that. It's like, I want to see you flex. Who's gonna flex? Are you gonna flex with me? Oh, let's get the flex cam. Flex. Oh, shut up.
And everybody else knows that. You did it purposely. To punish Otis. To separate us. I mean, what is wrong with you? You're ruining people's lives.
Ruining people's lives. Let me ask you something, Mandy. Are you happy?
She looks happy.
You have new music,
New partner.
new hair, and you're winning.
You should be thanking him.
Patting us on the back.
You know, like, thanks, Miz.
Thanks, John.
Come on, give her a try.
I'd rather slap you in the face. Sit down.
Okay.
You want to get serious? Okay, let's get serious. Dana, are you certain that you want Mandy Rose as your tag team partner? Her and Sonya Deville were best friends for years. And then Mandy met Otis, and Sonya was kicked to the curb.
I'm certain that Mandy and I are friends. There's absolutely no jealousy here, like Sonya had for Mandy. Yeah, you know, we're good here, okay? We're making the most of this opportunity, as you can tell.
Speaking of opportunities, you two claim that you're going to go for the Women's Tag Team Championships, but tonight you are in a dual-branded battle royal where only one woman will come out on top to face Asuka for the Raw Women's title. Now that's gotta be awkward.
Okay, the only thing awkward is you and I being on the same brand. And as far as tonight's battle royal is concerned, may the best woman win.
Oh no. It's time for the boats. You know why they call it the boats? Because this ship is totally sinking, and these two are to blame for it. Now, that was such a lame thing. Anyways, here's Lana and Natalya. I don't even know what I tried to say right there. Here you go.
I have the winningest female superstar of all times here. Plus, she is the best of all times. #boat. And I just happen to be the winningest and savviest social media influencer out there. Plus, if you want
Not calling Mandy Rose or Dana Brooke garbage. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of Dana Brooke in the ring. Mandy Rose, she's okay. I just don't like the flex pose. I think it's really stupid. If you guys remember the Dana Brooke flex cam, you'll remember why I don't like the flex pose. That's the reason.
The Battle Royal, but nobody ever wanted to interview us. And being that it's the draft tonight, this actually could be our last night on Raw.
Oh, and maybe to commemorate that, you guys should do a TikTok dance or something?
Oh. No,
Actually,
Lana, stop! Stop dancing, Lana!
And more training in the ring. Maybe
she actually did the dance.
Win a match.
She's like, I'm savage. Boom. Passive. Bougie. Ratchet. Yeah. Hannah. Know the lyrics. Yeah. They're beating people up. I'm savage. I'm savage. Like, what the heck? Oh, they're beating them up now. Like, frig. Okay, well, Dana Brooke firing some right hands on Natalya right there. How you doing, Retro? Good to see you, my man. Did I hear Balor had to have surgery? I don't believe I did. So Finn Balor recovering from a successful surgery with Dr. Patel and his nurse. Okay, wow. Broken jaw, I guess. Must have been really bad. Con, please don't do that again. I'm a savage. Ha! Classic. Rudy or Ratchet. There you go. That's Conman doing it again. Let's get to the donos. My God, I'm weird. Thinks Charles right, the man who is always right. Oh, I realized I rolled that as a 2-bomb, not a 3-bomb. But he says, today, 1 year ago, I became a member on your channel. Well, thank you, my man. It's been really great having you around, Mr. Right. The man who is always right. And then we got ourselves 100 a Mitty dropping a 5-bomb after that. He says 2 things. I'm a 2-time champ this month, not 1. 2, what round is this? Oh, what's the round 1 results? Gotcha. So I did see that in the live chat. I fixed it right after I saw that. Round 1 results were... Oh, wait. There you go. The con man got it.
2 things. 1, I'm the 2-time champ this month, not 1. 2, what's the round 1 result?
Round 1 results were, first overall to Monday Night Raw, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Second overall was Bayley to SmackDown. Third kept Randy Orton. Fourth had the Street Profits, the Raw Tag Team Champions, going to SmackDown. And number 5 had, Charlotte Flair at number 5 going to Monday Night Raw. So there you go. There's the recap of round 1. Still lots to go down here tonight. It's only 8:48. We still got ourselves a little over 2 hours. Oh boy. Tenth of a second off. Oops, my bad. My bad, man. Steve Taylor says, reviewing a bit, it makes sense why Daniel Bryan was drafted to SmackDown. The only main eventers they had were Seth and Roman. And like, look, I get it. Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns, they could go back into that again. I know that we just had that not too long ago. They could go into it again. Yeah, like they could go right back into that feud as Daniel Bryan is a face. Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins. I see why they maybe are keeping him there. Maybe Daniel Bryan versus Dominic Mysterio if they wanted Bryan to embrace more of a darker side. But I still think that Daniel Bryan should have been sent over to Raw because they just got Kevin Owens. And for me, Kevin Owens can be that main event player. I get it. I get it. Bryan's a bigger star, but Owens is awesome. Back on Miz TV.
Lucky for everybody, I have a plan B, especially when it is the season premiere of Miz TV on Monday Night Raw. So, while the 4 women that were out here before get ready for their tag team match tonight, let's bring out my plan B. Let's bring out my next guest. He is
Rebecca Helfritz,
mayor of Slam Town, John Morrison.
Oh, okay. Jomo.
Right. Tonight, Plan B is just a little bit better than Plan A. Miz, first of all, I got to let you know what an honor it is to sit here with you on Miz TV and talk about all the amazing.
Hey, Dave Rua, how you doing, my man?
John Morrison are planning on bringing to the table here on Monday Night Raw. A lot of speculation about when our hit show, The Dirt Sheet, is going to debut here on Monday Night Raw.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies, check your DMs. It's Lars.
Guys?
Here comes Lars Sullivan. This ain't good. This ain't good. He's a freak. Especially in the DMs. It's Lars. Oh no. Oh no. Here comes the guy who's got some aggressive thumbs, who likes to send those DMs, direct messages, right to ya. He's asking to see those boobies. Here we go. It is now Lars Sullivan in the ring. And Lars after Miz and Morrison. Morrison moves out of the way. Morrison just kicking him right back, and he just got clubbed down. Wow, there we go. All right. Yeah, actually, Brandon Jordan, you're right. Men or women, Lars Sullivan doesn't care about gender. You know, Lars Sullivan's just a freak either way. Oh, Morrison laid down, man. Deadlift by Lars into the freak accident. Miz looking onwards, and he's scared, dude. Can you blame Miz for being scared? I mean, you've seen the DMs that Lars sends off, right? I'd be scared too. Oh, man, oh, man. We got ourselves a 5-bomb right here from Paul Carpenter. Thank you, my friend. He says, what about Bo Dallas? What about Bo? Could he come back? Sure. I would like to see him back soon as well. I honestly still want to see him in NXT. There was enough interest in Bo Dallas in NXT that I'd like to see that still happen. Yeah.
What about Bo Dallas?
Matthew Beno just asked me, Con, what would you do if Lars kissed Becca? Well, I would have a very good question. First of all, where the heck did Lars Sullivan come from, and how did he get in my house? Second of all, it would be like, how the heck did Lars Sullivan find who my girlfriend was? Third question was, how the heck did Lars Sullivan reach out to Becca, and how the heck was Becca talking back to him? And fourth, how were they in a position to be able to kiss? There would be more questions than answers right away. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if Lars Sullivan was making out with Becca, I'd have just a lot of questions. I'd be like, what? That'd probably be my first response. Like, what?
And the SmackDown Tag Team Champions have been drafted to Raw. Right. So the logical solution here tonight, and one that I'm authorized to oversee, is a simple title exchange.
What?
Yes, that is the most logical solution.
What?
Is it? I mean, okay.
Oh my God! Xavier Woods just ripped him.
Treat Patricia right. And clown the Clippers each and every night for her, all right?
Okay,
we can make that happen, man. Wow.
Oh my God.
And it's done. The exchange is official.
They just swapped.
Appreciate it.
Change is official. There you go.
How convenient is this? The Street Profits get to run to SmackDown before we get what we're owed. Real nice, guys. Good job. Classic.
You know how drafts work? Yeah, you know what else we know? We beat the Raw Tag Team Champions in a 6-man tag match. And we deserve a match with the Raw Tag Team Champions. We don't give a damn. Which one of you wants to run with the devil? You name it.
I get it. What you're trying to say is that you want to have a go at your new Raw WWE World Tag Team Champions. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Dolph?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying?
That's what he's saying.
Well, if it is a molly-whopping that thou wants, then we shall place our foot betwixt thine cheeks. That's right. Get a preview. Turn around. Get a preview. Whoa.
We're watching you, boys.
We're
watching.
See you out there.
Yeah,
run to SmackDown, boys.
You in trouble.
It don't even matter because the New Day and the Street Profits are up.
And we want the smoke. Wow. I'm so glad you said that.
The tag team situation has been cleared about. What's not clear is what kind of final farewell message at the Monday Night Messiah.
All right. If you guys want to head on over to twitter.com/conman167, favorite and retweet my latest tweet. Just basically says that shade by Xavier towards WWE Creative, though. It was pretty funny. Not gonna lie. New Day has become a little bit more outspoken than I thought they were ever going to be. They are legitimately calling out WWE Creative. Eva Marie tweeted out 1 hour ago, folks, looking forward to Raw tonight. Like, she's still in incredible shape. Like, let's just say this right now. Eva Marie is in incredible shape. Like, I see why WWE brought her back. We're just going to show you guys really quickly right here. Like, that's Eva Marie, right? Like, Eva Marie is in incredible shape. Do not get me wrong. Like, she looks great. Is her ability in the ring going to be there, though? We will find out. But this is Eva Marie now, everyone. It's not like she is a out-of-shape female. She definitely has the star look to her. Can she put it together is the big question.
And we're all chasing new places, experiences, and our dreams. Our vehicles like the Forte are packed with great features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and blind spot detection to keep you connected and safe for whatever you're chasing. Get your 20 before they're all gone.
Yeah, I see lots of people, like the jury is out here on Eva Marie, and you know, rightfully so. Her first 2 runs in WWE were awful. The second one, when you include NXT, was much, much better, but it wasn't great. It took her that little bit of seasoning just to get to being watchable. She did find her place as an irritable heel. She found her place in the Lana scenario. Lana, though, was just better on the microphone. And Lana honestly leaps and leaps and leaps above Eva Marie on the microphone. We'll see if that has changed, but like I think that was the biggest downfall for Eva Marie. You know, we have seen some really bad wrestlers in the past, but if you're able to get a reaction, you can do something with it. The problem is that Eva Marie couldn't speak or wrestle. She just struggled just doing anything. She required a lot of go-away heat just to be a credible part of the show. I honestly liked her gimmick. I think her gimmick was the only thing that worked for Eva Marie. Her in-ring ability wasn't there and her microphone skills were not there, but I think her gimmick overall worked as an irritable heel. I almost want to see her come back with that same type of gimmick, see what WWE can do. Maybe they're not going to go with the all red everything, but, you know, if they want people to remember who Eva Marie is, she's got to come back with that red hair, right? It was something that made her stand out a little bit, and maybe she's gotten better in the ring. Maybe she hasn't, and maybe this is going to be terrible. Maybe this is going to be right up there with, like, Tyson Fury coming into WWE. Yeah, Tyson Fury coming into WWE. Just, like, up there in terms of, like, boringness when you watch him in the ring. Granted, Tyson Fury's wanting to have another match against Drew McIntyre. We'll see if that ends up happening or not, but just kind of boring, just kind of there, just doing their thing, and it wasn't great to watch. So hopefully Eva Marie does better on her second time. Sebastian Enrique says she was Lana before Lana. Yeah. That's true. That's very true. Again, I think she would work right alongside of Natalya and Lana.
Tag team champions, the New Day, will defend their titles against the team of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode right here tonight on Raw.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. And now back to the draft. Monday Night Raw selects Retribution.
Oh my God, Stephanie McMahon is right to look over her shoulder because this means Mace, Slapjack, T-Bar, and their new leader, Mustafa Ali, can continue to wreak havoc on Monday Night Raw.
And headed to SmackDown, the Freak, Lars Sullivan.
And Lars Sullivan heading to SmackDown.
The Miz and Morrison are going to be thrilled with this, but now it means that the untamed rage of Lars Sullivan will be unleashed on SmackDown.
Raw remains limitless with Keith Lee.
Braun Strowman's got to be smiling ear to ear off of this selection. We can continue to bask in the glory of this super heavyweight, the limitless one, Keith Lee.
And continuing to reign over SmackDown, King Corbin.
Well, the King of the Ring continues on as his glorious reign on SmackDown
All right.
will continue.
And Monday Night Raw selects Alexa Bliss.
Wow.
All right, good. Bliss is on Raw. That's huge. That's huge.
Circumstances in all of WWE today. The Bewitched.
That's actually huge, everyone. So Alexa Bliss on to Monday Night Raw. I just released a tweet. It makes no sense that Retribution got drafted. It literally makes zero sense. Like, guys, let's go back through here once again. Retribution #1. Lars Sullivan goes to SmackDown. Retribution was on Raw. Keith Lee on Raw. King Corbin on SmackDown. And Alexa Bliss on Raw. But it makes no sense. They're literally here to try to destroy WWE. That's their goal. We can understand the contract scenario enough to kind of try to fill in plot hole points, right? Just really trying to fill in plot hole points. But them being drafted doesn't make any sense. What should have happened is Retribution should have been left to free agency. They're here because they've been passed over, right? They're mad because they've been constantly passed over. Yeah, they're mad because they've been passed over by everyone. So why would you draft them? It just doesn't make sense.
A tremendous decision. We've seen here on Monday nights how Seth Rollins has tried to reshape Raw for the better good. I can only imagine what kind of plans that Seth Rollins has in store for the entire roster of SmackDown.
Well, Byron, those plans might have to involve the Mysterio family, the longtime rivals of Seth Rollins, because
Like, it just doesn't make any sense, everyone. I'm sorry.
Mysterio were drafted to SmackDown.
Yeah, I think Seth Rollins thought he was done with the Mysterio family, but surprise, surprise, there will be no love lost between those parties.
Not to mention Murphy, also part of SmackDown because of the draft as well.
Here's Seth.
I just want to soak it all in for a minute, because tonight is the end of an era. And while I am thrilled to be taking my talents to Friday nights, I have to acknowledge how difficult of a moment this must be for all you wonderful fans of Monday Night Raw. Because tonight is the final night that I will be stepping into this ring as a member of the Raw roster. And you guys are losing a lot. You're losing a champion. You're losing a man who
I like this promo.
beasts, who has conquered monsters. You are losing a purveyor of the greater good. And most importantly, and most glaringly, you guys are losing the greatest leader in the history of Monday Night Raw. And as I look to the current Raw roster, I have to ask, is there anyone who can fill my shoes? Is there anyone who can fill the void that I am leaving behind? And it saddens me to say that the answer is no. Who's gonna step up? Who's gonna try to fill these shoes? I'll tell you who it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be Dominic or Rey Mysterio.
Because they're on SmackDown.
Unfortunately, they have also been drafted to SmackDown. And while this is a sad, sad moment for all of you at home, I don't want to end my run as the greatest leader in the history of...
Oh, hold on. We got company. One of the newest acquisitions.
All right, so Jeff Hardy here on Monday Night Raw. Sure. I mean, I hate saying this because I love Jeff Hardy growing up. Jeff Hardy is not connected with me. He hasn't connected with me here in the last 2 years. I hate to say it. I don't pop for Jeff Hardy anymore. Does anybody else have that feeling? Is anybody else feeling that way towards Jeff Hardy? Still love the man and what he's done for the business, but I don't have that feeling towards him right now.
Jeff. Look, I really appreciate your enthusiasm, but I was trying to find someone to be a leader, and that is most certainly not you. So please, if you don't mind, I'm in the middle of something. Get the hell out of my ring.
Oh, wow.
You're a SmackDown superstar now, man. And I've been drafted to Monday Night Raw. So in a way, it's kind of my ring.
Oh, okay. Look, I see how this is. You want to come out here. You want to say your farewell to the Monday Night Messiah as well. I appreciate that, and that's nice, but you really should be focused on your match this Friday with the freak, Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
Good luck, pal. You're going to need it.
Hardy's got to face Lars Sullivan on Friday.
SmackDown on Fox. Seth Rollins with some breaking news there for Hardy.
Oh, here comes AJ Styles. Oh, all right. So AJ Styles has arrived back on Raw. Interesting. What's AJ going to say?
How'd you get down the ring? Did you stumble down there? What do you think? It's last call or something? Right there. That's pretty good. Hey, you just keep stepping. This never was Monday Night Rollins anyway.
Ho 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 ho!
To fill some shoes, right? That's got to be what it's on your mind. Dude,
Seth's pissed. He's coming back towards AJ.
Prince. I don't fill anyone's shoes.
Seth's pissed.
Okay, when it comes to SmackDown,
what are you talking about? I heard what you said. Ain't nobody gonna fill my shoes, all right?
Oh,
keep my name out of
Oh, Jeff Hardy just drop kicking both of them. But Styles catching Jeff Hardy. And now we got ourselves a brawl. I like this setup. Is this going to set up to a match later on tonight before Rollins has to leave? Hardy. Oh, just took down just took down Seth as well. There you go, Jeff. Flying all around that ring. Big clothesline taking down AJ Styles. All right. Jeff looks like he's a little sore, though.
Oh, man. AJ, you still got business, man. And Seth, before you take off for SmackDown, I'm going to prove to you that Raw is in good hands. I want both of you in a triple threat tag team match right now. This triple threat match. You see that next?
What? What? A triple threat tag team match? What? Wait. What? What? No, guys. It's just a triple threat match. It's not a triple threat tag team match. It's just a triple threat. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, Jeff. First botch already. Wow. All right. Well, then, that was a massive botch. Like, that sounds like something that Con Man would say. Like, that is like a big old botch. Like, that's a Con Man style botch. Like, that is something that you guys would say, Botch Man 167. That's a botch. 100% that was a botch. All right, we got a $5 donation right here from Todd0864. So thank you, Todd, for your support. And remember, everyone, if you're enjoying the show, you can always drop a little donation. It doesn't matter how much or how little, any little bit is appreciated.
What if Retribution is headed up by USA Network, mad at WWE for losing SmackDown to Fox?
Now that's a neat story, Todd. That's a neat story. That's one that I could get behind. That's one that would blur the lines between what is real and what is a work. I like that. It brings in the networks a little bit more. Now, whether it's good or not to have the networks involved with the show, I don't know, but it makes it feel a little more real. It's Viral. Thank you, my friend, for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you.
Change your habits, change for good.
But superstars that we could still see get drafted here tonight, folks. We could still see Andrade, Aleister Black, Carmella, Apollo Crews, Nikki Cross, Dabba-Kato, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. At least I believe these guys are still good to be drafted here tonight. Elias, or did he get swapped over? I can't remember that one as well. Eric of the Viking Raiders, Lacey Evans, Billy Kay, Lana, Riddick Moss, Natalya, Titus O'Neil, R-Truth, the Riot Squad, Peyton Royce, Arturo Ruas, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro. No, they got drafted. What the heck? They got drafted. Didn't they? Yeah, they got drafted. Why the heck does it say their name right here? That's weird. I don't know why they're on this list. We still got Sami Zayn. We got Tamina still. You know what? Sami Zayn, the fact that he hasn't been drafted yet is a shot at the IC champion. That's stupid. That's actually really, really stupid. They did not get drafted? They didn't? Oh, guys. I know exactly what just happened. I know what happened. I know how Conman made that mistake. You guys ready for this? The reason I thought they got drafted is because I was thinking SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It slipped my mind just for a second there, thinking that the New Day wasn't the Tag Team Champions and thinking that it was Cesaro and Nakamura. That's what it was. That's all it was. My bad, everybody. So now it's time for a triple threat tag team match. Just going to be a regular triple threat. 100 a Mitty. Thank you, my man, for your 10 bomb. I appreciate you. And a Mitty says the following. Yeah, triple threat match right here, folks. On your knees, dog.
Here's the thing, Retribution was still overlooked by 6 people, so they can continue their anger.
Oh, I'm sure the story is going to continue, no problem. It's just it doesn't make much sense when you have a group that wants to destroy you from within, and then you draft them in, what, the 3rd round? It just doesn't make much sense. But thank you very much there, Amitty. Then Ryan LaFave dropping a 5 bomb after that. He's asking, what are the chances I can show you a con man sign I made for you? Like -1%. It is in that door right over there, and in that room there is a box filled with all the stuff that used to be on my back wall, and all the con man posters and everything like that. It is filled, but it is sealed, and it's in that room. I have nowhere else to store it, and it has never even been taken out of the box since I moved here. So no, it's in that room. You have a -1% chance that I'm showing you it right now. Sorry, buddy. But thank you. I still do have it. I promise you. Well, thank you, Ryan. And with that, Ryan, you're the new boss. Oh, nice move.
The chances you can show the con man sign I made you.
Once again, though, Ryan LaFave, thank you very much, dude, for the 5 bomb right there. It's in that closet, like I said, but I will not be able to dig it out right now. And actually, it's underneath probably like There's a chair in there as well. What else is in there? There's a bunch of winter coats. There's a suitcase on top of it. Like, it's at literally the back of the closet underneath everything. But it's still in there. But get your votes in, everybody. Vote Styles, vote Hardy, or vote Rollins for who do you guys think is going to win. And make sure you guys are smacking a like on this video as well. I like the fact that AJ Styles has the breast cancer awareness on his tights. Yeah, really like that right now. Really good to see. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Remember, Hardy just found out that on SmackDown this Friday night, he's going to face Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan, who was drafted to SmackDown earlier tonight. Seth Rollins breaking that news to Jeff Hardy.
Where is Rollins right now? Is he just out on the outside of the ring? He must be.
That is a bullseye for the
Rogelio Escarella. Or Escalera?
And if Jeff Hardy has anything to worry about, it's AJ Styles and Seth Rollins, who are standing in front of him right now.
Well, thank you very much there, Rogelio. I think I pronounced your name wrong, but appreciate the 3-bomb right there. And there's only one word for that donation right there, and it goes by the words of... Oh, Rollins misses the high knee. Nice sling blade. Here's a legitimate question, because Spurs National said, Khan, should SmackDown move back to Tuesday night? And Rollins with a suicide dive taking out Jeff Hardy. Here's the thing. What would you guys like? Would you prefer SmackDown on Fridays or on Tuesdays? For me, Tuesdays. I always liked SmackDown on Tuesdays. I thought it was a really fun way to watch wrestling. You know, I understood that, like, some people would get tired because you'd have sometimes the pay-per-view on Sunday, then Monday Night Raw, then you'd have Tuesday SmackDown, and then Wednesday NXT, right? But I really liked having, like, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday some weekends. Now, granted, it's because I also work, and working Friday nights, nobody really likes doing that, right? As much fun as I have streaming SmackDown with you guys, nobody really likes working every single one of their Friday nights, right? Well, everybody prefers Fridays, and, like, you know, I totally understand that as a viewer. Like, you know, as just a straight-up viewer, I totally understand. Friday night, nothing going on, sit down, watch Friday Night SmackDown. I totally get that. It's just as a personal thing. I'd probably prefer Tuesdays just for a work schedule, but, you know, I don't hate it on Fridays.
Kevin Costner requests your presence at Raymond's birthday party.
It's Kevin Costner. Is he the star of Dances with Wolves?
Oh my!
Thursdays, because Thursday night TV sucks. I would do Thursdays as well. SmackDown used to be on Thursdays, was it not? Thursday night SmackDown? Or did they would record on Thursdays, was it? Or no, they would record on Tuesdays and then air it on Fridays? Oh, God. Did they ever air it on Thursdays? Yeah, they aired it on Thursdays, yeah. For a little bit, okay. Cool. I thought so. In 2015, yeah, it was. Wait, in 2015 it was on Thursdays? Thursday Night SmackDown? And then it moved from Thursdays to Tuesdays? Is that what it was? When was Thursday Night SmackDown?
With the available estimated hybrid range of 936 kilometers and the technology to help park itself, this is the reimagined
2014. Yeah, so 2014.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. So Clean is the world's first automated CPAP cleaner and disinfecting device. So Clean is fast and effective, killing 99.9%.
So yeah, 2014 it moved to Thursdays. And then it would have been 2016 it moved to Tuesdays. And then 2019 moved to Fridays, right? Yeah. I think that's like the natural progression. It was on Thursday 2 different times. Gotcha. Well, best of luck, Sky Zone Gaming. Our thoughts are with you, my friend. Very scary situation. Hopefully everything goes well for you.
Voila, disinfected and ready to use. Go to SoClean.com.
Yeah, because it was on Sci-Fi and moved to USA. SmackDown was on Sci-Fi? I knew ECW was on Sci-Fi. I didn't know SmackDown was on Sci-Fi. Huh.
We are back here live inside the spectacular WWE Thunderdome at the world-class Amway Center.
All right, this match that we got going on, though, everyone, you can see the names right down there. AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Seth Rollins. And let's get these three men up on the screen because I was slow at getting them up there. So there's Seth. Here is AJ Styles. And the last man is Jeffrey Hardy. So let's get Jeff. Right there, boom. All right, and once again, folks, if you have not done so, make sure you get your votes in. Either type the word vote Styles, vote Hardy, or vote Rollins. But make sure before you type the word vote, you put an exclamation point in. So once again, exclamation point vote, space Styles, or exclamation point vote Hardy, or exclamation point vote Rollins. Whatever you guys would like to vote for, get those votes in, and it attracts, or it counts, it keeps count of it right here on the side of the screen. But Jeff Hardy, man, just coming down hard on his knee.
This could be very costly for Jeff Hardy.
And it's great seeing that we've got 739 in here right now. We have actually been upwards of almost 900 at one point throughout the live stream. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Really cool to see the amount of people that we've had show up over the last few weeks. So welcome back if you guys have been longtime viewers, and welcome to the channel if you're just tuning in for the first time. Here comes Jeff Hardy. Nice atomic drop there to AJ Styles. Drops him down as he goes right down low. Hits him in his AJ's, and there's a drop kick to the face. Here comes Rollins. Monday Night Rollins. No more after tonight. Gets dropped down in the atomic drop. Jeff Hardy, full Nelson, wraps him around, locks him up. Snapmare delivered there to Rollins. Hardy's back up. Hardy's in a little bit of trouble. Styles. Oh, can't get him there. Styles just gets dropped down face first instead. And Hardy is rolling. Hardy to the cover. Styles is in trouble. Count of two. Kick out by AJ. Nate Garcia says, how much would someone have to pay for you to face Brock Lesnar in a no DQ match? Good question. I need enough of a payday, but let's be real here. It would be so cool just to be able to say you did that. I'm not a wrestler. I would die, but straight up, you know, at least my family would get some nice inheritance. You kidding me? I'd probably get paid $50 and I'd still do it. I think it'd be fun just to say you did it. People would laugh at you. You'd be destroyed and ate for breakfast, but it'd still be fun. Oh, what a... Oh, wow. Yes, AJ. Yes, man. What a DDT. I'm a big fan of that one. I like how AJ Styles at the moment still continues to reintroduce moves that he used way back in the day in TNA. He dropped a lot of those moves when he came to WWE, and over the past, I don't know how many years it's been now, but he has just slowly reintroduced moves that got him over in Impact, that got him over in New Japan. His moveset isn't very wide at the moment in WWE, and there's a reason for that, because in big matches like this, he breaks moves out from his past that make you just go, wow, this guy's good. He knows when to use a move and when not to. Off the Falcon Arrow, Styles is in trouble. Count of 2.5, but a kick out by Styles. Paul Carpenter says SmackDown was also on Thursdays in 1999 through 2000-ish. Well, that's pretty neat there, Paul. Thanks for the little bit of information. Appreciate it, man. By the way, Ryan LaFave, you became the new boss. So thank you, my friend, for your support on the channel.
SmackDown was also on Thursdays in 1999 through 200-ish.
Nice DDT into the cover. Count of 2. Kick out by Sethy Poo. Question, with Riddle on Raw, that must mean if Brock comes back, he's heading to SmackDown because of Riddle. Meaning we might get Brock versus Roman or even Rock versus Brock. Thoughts? Thoughts are a big no. I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see that. We've spent how long trying to build up Roman Reigns, and now he's finally being established as a credible threat, and you want to throw Brock Lesnar against him? No. 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 Not at the moment. Brock Lesnar needs to be kept far away from Roman Reigns. Make a new star, right? Put somebody else up against Brock Lesnar. Put Big E up against Brock Lesnar and allow Big E to win over Brock at WrestleMania. There's your match. Big E versus Lesnar. Make that the match. Oh, what a swanton! Oh, but Styles just shoving Jeff Hardy away. 1, 2. Styles can't get the win. Or Keith Lee. Yeah, or Keith Lee. Or whoever you want to put over. Make a new start with Brock Lesnar. This is his time to do the deed. He already got Drew McIntyre over. Put him over. Make a new superstar again. Hardy now looking for the Styles clash. Was Styles, obviously, not Hardy. And then Hardy hits the twist of fate. Huge. Oh, what? Oh my God, it's Elias. Okay, what? Welcome back, Elias. All right. Haven't seen him since he was hit by, well, supposedly Jeff Hardy. That's long-term booking. Long-term booking. Long-term booking. That's not random. That makes sense. Elias, the last time we saw him, he was taken out after that car accident. He has come back to attack Jeff Hardy, who everybody believed to have been the drunk driver. The story continues. WWE. Well done. Well done. Well done. Holy crap. Like, that's actually well done. Elias has every reason to be upset. The last thing Elias heard was he thought Jeff Hardy hit him with while he was drunk driving. Like, I mean, yeah, good job, WWE. That's actually a story told over a long period of time that they followed through at the end. I really like that. Let's see where the rest of the story goes, but all I gotta say is they brought Elias back in the way that makes sense. Jeff Hardy looked to be the man that might have taken him out by accident, through a car accident. Elias is mad that he just lost all that time, comes back, hits Jeff Hardy, costs him a match. Double thumbs up from Khan. Legit, double thumbs up, man. I like that. Welcome back, Elias. And the fact that Elias is a heel. Elias is a heel. Nobody wants to cheer Elias. Everybody wants to boo Elias. And he is back as a heel, or at the very least as a tweener. Thumbs up from Khan. But we're going to get another draft round coming up next.
Empowering discussions with some of the most influential women in sport.
Top of her game with Tara Sloan. Sundays on Sportsnet.
The sports world is buzzing. It's time.
Honestly, though, I really like that.
Analysis and an A-list guest lineup.
What about sound effects?
Nope, no more sound effects.
Yeah, right. Tim and Sid, watch, stream, or listen.
Weekdays on Sportsnet.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from? Because
Cool.
sometimes you feel a little more playful. Growing up is so overrated.
So who do you think has the best ability to benefit the most from the draft? So far, out of everybody that has switched brands, who do you guys think is going to benefit the most from this? Who do you think? I know it's weird to say. I do believe Kevin Owens is going to benefit the most switching over to SmackDown. I think he was lost in the shuffle on Raw. And I think that, I think Kevin Owens is going to benefit the most from switching in the draft. Some people say the Fiend. Yeah, the Fiend is definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. Fiend or Owens. Seth, some people are saying. I think Seth Rollins is going to continue in the same feud for a little bit. They didn't want to finish the Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio storyline with Seth Rollins. They obviously wanted to continue the whole Aaliyah, Buddy Murphy storyline. They just moved that over to SmackDown. So I don't think Rollins is necessarily going to benefit as much as, say, somebody like Kevin Owens. Steve Taylor says The Fiend or Big E. I was thinking Big E might benefit as well.
You got 5-10 minutes, you can change a lot in those 5-10 minutes.
Every other diet, it just says to you, you can eat this, you can eat that, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, and that's it.
You help me see that it's about what's happening in my head. I've used a couple of apps before.
Yeah, Drew McCone, I wouldn't like it if WWE went out of business. I've been watching it ever since I was, 10 years old? Yeah, ever since I was 10, I've been watching WWE. I'm now 25, so I've been watching it for 15 years, and it's crazy to say out loud, but that's true. Been watching it for 15 years. I would be extremely sad if WWE ever shut down. You know, a lot of wrestling fans out there, they like to bash on WWE and everything that this company does. But every single one of us sit down here every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, and we get 6 hours of entertainment from the show every single week. I'd be devastated. You know, it turned into my job talking about WWE. Like, I would be absolutely devastated if WWE ever had to shut down. Would wrestling die? No, wrestling would survive. There'd be either other companies that rise up, or AEW would help rise, or New Japan Pro Wrestling would rise and become #1 in America. Like, there would be companies that rise up and fill the void. All those superstars just don't stop wrestling, right? There would be still a really, really interesting time in wrestling, but I'd be devastated. I'd be absolutely devastated if we didn't get WrestleMania every year, if we didn't get the Royal Rumble every year, if we didn't get SummerSlam every year, if we didn't get Money in the Bank every year. You know, these are events I look forward to, and when they are being built up to, I get excited. It gives me something to look forward to. You know, it's a good distraction, don't get me wrong, from everything. But like, especially this year, wrestling has proven to be probably one of the most important things to stick around during the pandemic, at least for fans like us, right? It's given us some sort of normality throughout all of this as wrestling fans. It hasn't felt too different. Yeah, sure, not having live fans hasn't been awesome, but you know what I mean? It's not been the worst. Here's Steph.
Pick of the 4th round of the WWE Draft. Raw is ready to walk with
There we go. Elias is on Raw.
Explosive way that Elias interjected himself into the triple threat match before the commercial break. This is an excellent pick by Raw to grab Elias.
And remaining on SmackDown, the Intercontinental
Sami Zayn.
Champion,
Cool.
Sami Zayn.
That's late.
Sure
That's
Sami Zayn
late.
is proud to be rid of both Jeff Hardy and
Like, that is
AJ Styles.
incredibly
SmackDown
late
on the
for
flip side,
Sami Zayn.
SmackDown.
Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the IC title? Anybody? Bueller?
And Raw selects the sassy Southern Belle,
Ooh.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey to Raw. Yeah, that's actually a good pick. I thought Lacey was going to rise as a babyface on SmackDown. She didn't. Throw her on Raw as a heel. She could rival Asuka.
The Swiss cyborg Cesaro and the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
I really wish they would stop calling Shinsuke Nakamura as the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. I want him to go back to being the King of Strong Style. But there you go, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro on Raw.
Heading to Raw, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Or sorry, on SmackDown, my bad. And now Sheamus is on Raw. All right, I know I said SmackDown, but Cesaro and Nakamura staying on SmackDown, and Sheamus is on Raw. Lots of talent. So this one, once again, it went with Elias first, Sami second to SmackDown, Lacey Evans to Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro to SmackDown, and Sheamus to Raw. Elias is on Raw as well. So Raw looking decent. SmackDown looking relatively the same, weirdly enough. Oh no, we got Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Lana and Natalya. If you're going to flex, if Dana Brooke starts... No! She's flexing! No! Just stop flexing! Just stop flexing, man! Just stop flexing! I'm gonna cry. I don't want to see them flex. Is it? No! Just stop flexing! And Natalya rolling right through that one. All right. Oh, nice arm drag from Mandy. Okay, let's roll these donos right now, everyone. The match is Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Natalya and Lana. So here we go. Who's up first for this donation? Up next, after Paul Carpenter, we got ourselves a 5 bump from Paul again. All right, so let's start there. So Paul Carpenter, thank you, buddy. And he says, how do you feel about Retribution and The Fiend on the same show? I like it. Could be unique down the line. Could be really unique down the line. Thank you, my friend, for your 5 bump. Conman's got that down pat.
How do you feel about Retribution and The Fiend in the same show?
Once again, I like it. And then Jordan Williams dropping 2. Thank you, my friend. Asking me, do I think I'd like to see a feud between The Fiend and Jeff Hardy? Yes, that could be fun. Could be a nice way to build The Fiend up on Raw a little bit before putting him in the title picture against Drew. Raul Kapar dropping 5. Thank you, my friend. He says, I love Elias, but I love Elias's beard even more. You know whose beard I like even more? No, I'm joking. My beard sucks.
I love Elias, but I love Elias' beard even more. Slightly smiling face.
You guys would like to see Willow come out. I don't know if I'd like to see Willow or not. I didn't really see the character in Impact Wrestling. I didn't follow it that closely at the time. And so I missed out on most of the Willow stuff.
Technically, Elias should be face and Jeff a heel, especially if Jeff did cause the accident.
Technically, I mean... No, but yes, if Jeff Hardy was behind the accident, then yes, but I'm not even sure if we really did get the reveal. Wasn't it Sheamus that ended up being behind it? Isn't that what they were trying to imply? That it was Sheamus who set the whole thing up? I don't know. They never really gave us the finishing clues. Unless it's long-term booking. Unless the entire time we were supposed to be wondering who hit Elias with his car. If that was a story that was being told, then I just missed it.
Did you see the draft picks that happened after SmackDown on Talking Smack?
Yes, I did see the draft picks that went down. Oh, there's the Rose knee. The Rose knee from Mandy Rose. Dana Brooke. Alex Mayhem, thanks for subscribing. Dana Brooke up to the second rope. Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose going to work together on the shoulders of Mandy. Swanton. Dana Brooke still a missed. Cover 2, 3. Wow. And Dana still missed. Dana is tough to watch in the ring. I cannot get invested in her character. She is so tough to watch in the ring. Just stop flexing as well. Amity, thank you, my friend. The fact Sheamus is going to Raw is interesting because he was involved in the Jeff and Elias story. I wonder if they're going to continue it. And they're flexing again. Oh, God. They're flexing. Oh, wait.
The fact Sheamus is going to Raw is interested because
Natalia's
he's
mad.
involved in the Jeff and
Oh.
Elias story.
I'm done.
I'm done. Natalia's done. Another tag team just split up. Let this be the way to bring in Eva Marie. So Natalya just leaving Lana out in the ring. She's done. I mean, I get it. Here's Hurt Business backstage, but I want to see Eva Marie brought in to be Lana's new tag team partner. That's what I want to see. Oh, Ricochet. With the Hurt Business.
Just a glutton for punishment.
I might be, because I'm here for one last match.
But you retiring?
Yeah, I'm retiring this. With Cedric making his choice, and there's a possibility that Apollo, he might get drafted to SmackDown. So it looks like I could be here on Raw alone. So I got a proposition. You a businessman? You know as well as I do that it doesn't do anything for your business to be coming after me every week. And we know it doesn't do anything for mine either. So one last match, it can be anybody. But if I win this ends tonight. This ends now. We squash this and we go our separate ways.
If you win.
And if y'all win,
I'll join the Hurt Business.
I'll join the Hurt Business.
There it is.
Ooh. You got this. Oh, I would love nothing more.
All right, bet. Yeah, bet. See you tonight.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Cool.
Easy money. Oh, this is going to feel good.
That is a risky proposition for Ricochet.
Hey, welcome back, Angel Garza. Welcome back. Good to see the Angel is on his own 2 feet. He's all good. Now let's see the meteoric rise of Angel Garza. Let's see it, boy. Throw him on, you got to split him up from Andrade. You got to either throw Andrade on SmackDown or Angel Garza on SmackDown. All right. So we got ourselves a $2.21 donation here from Raul Kapar. So thank you, Raul. He says, OCD is bugging me. I love even numbers on the bar. Well, thank you, my friend, for your support. Let's throw that up here. $2.21 donation. Garza's already been drafted. Where did he get drafted to again? To Raw. Right, to Raw. Sorry about that, everyone. You're right. You guys are right. Angel Garza is on Raw. Thank you, folks. Yes, Garza is on Raw. I apologize. Slipped my mind for a second. So you got to throw Andrade on SmackDown at this point. Yes, everyone. Thank you. Echo Chamber out there. Yes, once again, Angel Garza has been drafted to Raw. I just forgot about it for a sec. And Jason Barker, thank you, my friend, for your donation right there. Your $8.50. Let's roll it. Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talks. Here comes the money.
Imagine the places we'll go. Together. Expedia.
Why does Lay's have
You seem to be forgetting a lot of things tonight. What have I forgotten? I've forgotten 3 things?
Growing up is so overrated. Totally overrated.
3 things, I believe, and the fact that we've got ourselves a moving roster. Yeah, it's understandable. It's understandable. I mean, it's never been a thing I've tried to hide. I've got a terrible memory. You guys know this. And I will also say this. What is very difficult for my brain is reading this chat right here and keeping a straight sentence going while I'm reading this chat, because all I see is a bunch of words, and that gets mixed up in my mind a little bit, and then I say the words that I'm reading sometimes. Or I'll be saying something, and then I'll get distracted and I'll forget about it. So yeah. That's what it is. It's a little tough to follow, Steve Taylor. There's no doubt about it. It's very what's the word? It's very hectic for your brain. There's just so much going through your brain when you're trying to form the next sentence that you're going to say. And when you're reading stuff in the live chat as well, it really can mess with your ability to form a sentence. And it definitely messes with mine. Not complaining, just literally telling people what it is that I deal with here with the stream chat. Not always the most articulate speaker here, because Conman will screw up his words almost every single time he opens his mouth. But I do appreciate all of you being in here. We got 600 or 765 in here today. 765. And then after that, I believe we got a new boss up in here. It should be Jason Barker. Yes, it is. Jason Barker, you are the new boss. Thank you, my friend, for your support. Welcome, as you have become an 8-time Boss Battle Champion. And then a midi. Thank you, my friend, for your 5-bomb after that. Alejandra Antonio, thanks for subscribing. Oh, Zelina Vega on commentary. Wow. Wow. All right. And here comes Andrade. So I guess she's not done with them yet.
What you think of all this BS of couples IRL needing to be on the same brand?
What do you think of all the BS of couples IRL needing to be on the same brand? Look, I get it if they're married. You know, I get it if they're married. I also don't think WWE should be going out of their way to try to split up couples just because they're together. But like, if they're married, I understand trying to keep them on the same brand. If they're not married, at that point, I think it's stupid that people are really worried about who's on which brand, right? Like, you know, Andrade and Charlotte Flair don't need to be on the same brand just because they've been dating for a bit. Yeah, is it a nice thing for WWE to do? Yeah, absolutely. Like, if they know of the relationship and they go out of their way to split them up from each other, yeah, it's a bit of a douchey move, but at the end of the day, it's just business. And if WWE, you know, if WWE wanted to, they could give special treatment to couples in WWE, depending on the individuals. Maybe some requests will be granted, others will not. I do believe that it should probably be, if you're married, you have the ability to be on the same brand together, and WWE should try to bend over backwards a little bit to make that happen if it's in the cards. If you're engaged or dating or whatever, then probably it's not required. Like, you know, engaged ain't married, right? Thoughts on, or who will win? Here we go.
However, I have to be here due to my managerial contractual obligations to them, but after this, I am done. I am done with these two, fed up.
Oh, and speaking of that, we've seen you branch out.
Garza or Andrade.
The Raw Women's Championship. Like, what's in store for your...
There we go. Let's get those votes in, everyone. Who do you think's going to win? Either Angel Garza, so vote Garza, or vote Andrade.
Raw or SmackDown, my eyes are still on the prize. I want to be, whether it's the Raw Women's Champion or the SmackDown.
Paul Carpenter says, I cannot believe they split them before they won the tag titles, and Zelina is gorgeous. I can believe they split them. They were building up to it for a while. They were not getting along, so it made sense that they split them. It was about time. Retro says, example, Street Profits and Bianca on the same show.
Hurt him.
Flat out, what didn't work between Andrade and Garza?
Their egos. Their egos. Do you see? Look at them. They can't get over themselves.
Oh, and a back elbow.
Mitty, you disagree with that, my man? With the whole married thing? Like, again, I don't think WWE has to have them on the same brand, but it's the nice thing to do, right? If people are married. Beyond there, I think that's trying to accommodate way too many people and their personal relationships, right?
I cannot believe they split them before they won the tag team titles, and Zelina is.
But yeah, like, if you're married, you know, you should have the ability to try to be on the same brand as your husband. It doesn't have to be. Oh my god! Oh my god! Angel Garza! Wing Clipper delivered! It's over! 1, 2, wow! That's huge. That's huge. Angel Garza just picked up the win. Waves bye-bye to Andrade. And Zelina Vega's in the ring with Andrade. So it looks like Zelina is still with Andrade. Uh-oh! It's the Fiend. The Fiend is here. The Fiend is here. Oh, it's Alexa! What? Oh my god, it's Alexa channeling her inner Fiend. Alexa is literally hanging upside down in the corner like the Fiend does. Like Bray Wyatt does. Oh my god, the Fiend is behind Angel Andrade. Oh no, Sister Abigail. Zelina Vega caught in Sister Abigail as well. Both of them staring each other down. Bliss, the Fiend, double. Sister Abigail. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. What? Yes, give me more of this. Give me more. Oh, that was dope. And the two of them just staring at each other. Are they going to kiss? Are you going to kiss? Or are they just going to seductively stare at each other? And they're just going to seductively stare at each other. There you go. There's the segment. Wow, that was cool. So, the Fiend versus Andrade and Zelina Vega? Or the Fiend and Bliss versus Zelina Vega and Andrade? What do you guys think? Maybe.
What is going on with your eyebrows, man?
I shaved them off because of the bugs. Sharon said you couldn't notice.
Sharon lied, Terry. You look like a straight up fool.
There we go. Thumbs up or thumbs down for that segment right there. That gets a big old thumbs up from Conman. That was awesome. I liked it a lot. So far, honestly, been a good show. It's been a good show. Look at those thumbs up, folks. You do realize Andrade is staying on Raw now. Well, then that's okay. Like, I never said anything about having to split up couples, right? I don't hate it either, right? Like, Andrade is a solid talent. Just because, you know, he might be kept on Raw because Charlotte Flair is there. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Like, again, like, is it nice to be able to keep the couples together? Sure, it's a nice thing. You know, I think if you had a significant other who you worked with and then all of a sudden you were told we're not going to let you work together anymore, you'd probably be a little bit upset. Is it the end of the world? No. Is it nice for WWE to allow that to happen? Yeah, it's nice. If they can make it work, why not, right? To keep couples together. Like I said, if you're married, you should have that option before, like, you know, people who are just dating or whatever. If you're married, you should be able to stay with your significant other if you want to. If you don't care, then you can leave, right? Or they can move you to a different brand or whatever. No, you wanted to split up Andrade and Angel, but the Fiend attack confirms he's staying. Yeah, I wanted to split them up. I wanted them to go to different brands, but it's also not the end of the world, right? I'd say it really matters if you have children together. At that point, does it? You know, at that point, because you're away from home all the time, if anything, I would almost say, like, it'd be better if you're on opposite brands. If you had children, right? Then that way you'd be able to have one parent at home one day with the kids and then another parent at home the other day with the kids, and then you're both working different TV days. I would say married. I would say just married. That needs to be the way. If you have a legal marriage certificate that says, like, you know, hey, we're together, we are legally married, like we share a life together, then, you know, that should be the ability to stay on the same brand if you want. Again, though, if there is better opportunities on SmackDown, it should be able to go over there without your significant other. I think it just needs to be, if you're married, you have the ability to stay on the same brand, and we're going to do everything to try to make that happen. If you don't want it to happen, or you're just kind of indifferent to it, well, then we'll move you where we need to move you. It's the same building right now, Paul, yes. Remember, though, as of, or at least what it was supposed to be, like in 2.5 weeks, WWE was supposed to be out of the Thunderdome. They just renewed an extra 4 weeks, I believe, in the Thunderdome, and they might continue to renew extra time. But as of the moment, WWE was already preparing to move out, but they renewed to stay around. Nikki Cross drafted to Raw. So there you go, Nikki Cross drafted to Raw. So Nikki's on Raw as well with Alexa. So that story continues. Okay.
Best friend, Alexa Bliss.
And heading to SmackDown, will they be champions? The team of the show-off, Dolph Ziggler and the glorious...
Interesting, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode to SmackDown. I like that. Do they win the tag titles tonight and then go over there to SmackDown? Most likely not, but still.
They could be headed there with the Raw tag titles.
Remaining on Raw, the 42-time 24/7 champion, R-Truth.
R-Truth. 42-time 24/7 champion.
Anywhere is sitting tight here on Raw. Congrats to R-Truth.
But Raw gets R-Truth.
And SmackDown selects Apollo Crews.
So Ricochet called it, folks. Ricochet is going to be without Apollo now. Ricochet is all alone.
Crews is much more determined and motivated than ever before.
Remaining on Raw, from Raw Underground, and I believe my brother's favorite, Dabba-Kato.
Well, Shane McMahon must be happy as Raw Underground's resident wrecking ball,
Okay.
Dabba-Kato, makes his way to Monday
Aleister
Night.
Black hasn't been picked.
So a great round of selections here on the final.
Aleister Black hasn't been picked.
WWE Draft. Let's recap the 5th round. And Byron
Let's just say this, folks. Aleister Black hasn't been picked over Nikki Cross, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, R-Truth, Apollo Crews, or Dabba-Kato. Aleister Black still hasn't been picked.
He's going to have some work to do if that happens. Well, we're about to find out if that does happen right now.
Like,
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Music to my ears. I can finally say it. My soul is being consumed with the
yeah, like, that's very interesting. The fact that there is... Aleister Black is falling into, like, the last round territory. He's also falling into the round where he might not even get drafted. Todd says that's good. He can then sign where he wants to go. I mean, in storyline, yes, that might be good for Black. In terms of valuing your superstars to casual fans who might be tuning in for the draft, you just showed Aleister Black is not on the level of any of these guys. You chose to present Aleister Black in a weaker way earlier today against Kevin Owens and then not have him get drafted. Like, this is not a good sign for Black. This is not a good sign for Black, if I'm being honest. Glorious! What do you guys say? 20 bombs up in here for the glorious Robert Roode? Lesnar isn't signed by WWE or anybody at the moment, but it is expected that if Lesnar wishes to come back to WWE, they have a contract ready for him.
It is a significant threat to the Raw Tag Team Champions of New Day, and you've got to deal
All of us. All right, so Robert. Again, no NXT call-ups. I don't think it was ever meant to give you NXT call-ups. Like, think about the superstars that they have called up from NXT over the last little bit. They called up Matt Riddle. They called up Keith Lee. Was Xavier Woods just playing the electric guitar on the trombone, singing "I'm here to show the world"? And I think Kofi Kingston and Xavier are making fun of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
All right.
Introducing the challengers, the team of Dolph Ziggler and the glorious
Robert Roode.
and their opponents. They are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
There you go. There's the New Day. Tag titles are on the line, everybody. Let's do this thing. Who do you think is going to win? I'm going to now ask you right here in the live chat. You got two options. It's either going to be the New Day, or it's going to be Roode and Ziggler. All right, so type either vote new or vote heel. Who do you guys think is going to win this match right here? So vote new or vote heel. For Roode and Ziggler, it's vote heel. Vote new for the New Day. Who do you think is going to walk out here tonight?
Shoulders down, kick out. About this too, Joe. Xavier Woods was on the shelf injured for a year. With his, hold on. Trying to get position here.
We got another 5-bomb right here from Paul Carpenter. Thank you, my friend. And he says Aleister Black might be a free agent. He could pick wherever he wants now. And again, like, that is true. Like, storyline-wise, if that is what they go with him, then that is also true. I just think it presents Black as a weaker person than he should be presented as. Aleister Black just got repackaged with a new theme, new aggressive style, new, like, I'm gonna hurt you type of attitude. He feels like he should be drafted higher than Dabba-Kato. Than anybody in that last round, to be honest.
In comes Kofi Kingston, the former WWE champion.
By the way, Conman Carmella didn't get drafted yet.
Might be a free agent. He could pick wherever he wants now.
Yeah, yet. Carmella hasn't been drafted yet.
What a surprise that Robert Roode nearly pulled off on the WWE champion Drew McIntyre a number of weeks ago.
You know, and I can't think of a better way to show up and re-debut back in the WWE, Robert Roode.
They took 5 or 6 women off of SmackDown. That they did. Yeah, they did. I think SmackDown could really use Rhea Ripley, if I'm being honest. I think Rhea Ripley versus Bayley. Man, that'd be so good. Or Rhea Ripley versus Sasha. Like, whoever you wanted to present as that person, right? Aw, Dave Rua, you're too kind, my man. That one right there, that 20 bomb, is absolutely, positively, glug, 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 glug. That's not me taking a sip. That's me saying the first little bit of this word, because this word is absolutely, glug, 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 glorious. Oh, what a famouser. And I will defend, I will defend.
Simply glorious, winking face, winking face, winking face, winking face, winking face.
And you had to include all those winking faces, eh, bud? You just had to. You just had to. But Dave Rua, you're an awesome individual. Thank you, my friend, for that 20 bomb. And with that, we've got ourselves a new boss. And Dave Rua is a 7-time boss battle champ. Oh, yeah.
June
Thanks,
play
Dave.
hockey, but we wanted them to pursue their own passions.
Yeah, Barbara read it out loud.
At the mall all day.
Where have you been all weekend?
Don't use that tone with me.
So, which superstar are you guys most excited to see who has been drafted to a new brand? So if somebody was on SmackDown and has now been moved to Raw, who are you most excited to see there, or vice versa? For me, probably, I know I mentioned Kevin Owens is probably going to benefit the most, but I think I'm excited to see what Seth Rollins does on SmackDown the most out of anybody. I think I'd be most excited for that one. Sarah Small says KO and Seth on SmackDown. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Alexa, Seth, Dominic. Dominic's a neat one. I think Dominic's going to get a nice presentation on SmackDown. I think that'll be really big for him. There's not much. There's so many stars lacking on SmackDown. Thank you, Tesla. And Retro Man asking for inside info on the CMU this week. Nope, not giving any, my man. Not giving any. You'll just have to tune into the show this Wednesday. It should be Wednesday at least. I still got editing to do. I still got to write some promos and stuff, but it should be airing on Wednesday this week.
And the road beside. Did we mention the road ahead? With the available estimated hybrid range of 936 kilometers.
Brooklyn Joker says, Conman, you were wrong. The last time that Elias was on TV was when King Corbin faced him in a Falls Count Anywhere match when Elias fell off the building. That's simply not true. The last time we saw Elias was when he was hit by the car with Jeff Hardy. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that's Elias. If I'm wrong here, I'll admit I'm wrong, but let me check.
The superstars.
Yeah, here we go. Elias defeated Corbin again during the first round of the tournament for the vacant Intercontinental Championship. On May 29th edition of SmackDown, he was unable to continue in the tournament when he suffered an injury caused in storyline by a car accident. In reality, Elias had suffered a torn pectoral muscle and required surgery, rendering him out of action for 6 to 9 months. And so here today, on October 12, 2020, Elias returned to Raw attacking Jeff Hardy, thus turning heel in the process. So yeah, no, the last time we saw him was with the car accident. All good there, bud. And who else is sad that WWE gave up on Raw Underground as quickly as they did? Me. I'm sad that WWE gave up on Raw Underground as quick as they did. I thought that there was lots of room to improve on it. Lots of room to make it must-see and make it a really cool part of the show. And they gave up on it way too quickly. I'm a little upset that they did. We'll probably see it back. They might be taking a little bit of a break from it, but I actually enjoyed it. I know it's sad to say. A lot of people didn't like it. I did. I thought it was very fun. And it could have been so much better as well. Like, there was room to improve. It was already a solid enough concept on its own to give TV screen time to some underutilized talent, some people who just want to remain relevant any way to get people on TV that they could. Thought it was cool. It was interesting. Nothing was coming from it, which is probably why. They say nothing was coming from it, but Dabba-Kato got made to be a star. I mean, maybe not a massive star, but like that was the introduction for Dabba-Kato, and he looked great. I think Dabba-Kato got presented as a real deal, and now he's being presented as somebody who could be drafted to one of the shows. To me, that is a successful first month and a half of running a show. They already had a star emerging from it. I think that there was lots of potential for it, so hopefully we see it come back at some point. Mr. Tornicane says, someone had the virus in it. Okay, send the person home who had the virus and check other people as they come up to work 1 week later. Then you can still run Raw Underground. Right? It doesn't have to be the same people. If the person had a virus in there, well, then get them the hell out of it. And put new people in.
And let's be honest here, the same can be asked of Big E on SmackDown.
Big double stomp there from Kofi.
So, you know how Vince books big matches in advance from time to time, Cena v Rock, Reigns Lesnar to at Mania 34, etc. So what would you book for Mania?
Chuck Francesco, I would book Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania. That's the biggest match that WWE has available at their fingertips. Battle of the Bloodline, essentially. Who is the true tribal chief? Like, you can market it in so many ways. Rock, Mr. Hollywood versus Roman Reigns, Mr. WWE. Like, you could market it in any way that you want to. It's a battle of two family members. That's the match that needs to happen. So Roman Reigns versus The Rock would be my match I would book in the main event of WrestleMania, just because that is literally a generational match that people will pay to see. Big time. If I couldn't go that way, I would go with Big E versus Brock Lesnar, if we could do that. Or I would do Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar, depending on which guy you want to go with. I think Big E versus Brock would be a really interesting feud because don't get me wrong, Keith Lee, lots of momentum for him. Doesn't have the same lovability that Big E has, and I think there's a difference right there. Big E gets fans to truly love every aspect of him. Keith Lee, there's a few things that people aren't a fan of with Keith Lee. Not everything, but there's a few things that people aren't a fan of. Big E seems to have everybody behind him. Hey, EDP, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Gecko Rob says, Lee versus Lesnar, I don't know, Big E is still on the corny side to me. And I like that, Gecko Rob, that you said that, because right now the entire rise of Big E is shedding his corny side, right? Showing that he can still have a good time, but when he gets in the ring, he's serious. And that's been the whole build of his story. So if they can build him up into being a serious enough threat to Brock Lesnar, I'd love to see that matchup at WrestleMania. That has like a John Moxley versus, a Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar vibe, in the sense that it should be a match that Dean Ambrose would have won. So Big E should be in that position to get put over. We know how that one went between Brock and Dean, but we'll see how this one all goes down, if that is the way they go. Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar is a little bit easier to sell. Two bigger men. They've already had a stare down with each other, so it's not the worst idea in the world. Yeah. 100 Amity says, Barb, you better read this. Well, I've got a bad feeling for you, Mr. Amity. I do not believe Barbara is going to be reading all of that. We'll see here, though. We'll see. Here's Barbara. Didn't even put it up on the screen. It didn't even run. That's funny. It didn't even run. It didn't even run. Uh-oh, all the way up. Kofi, Xavier. What a double stomp to the chest. Cover on Rude. 2. They retain. The now Raw Tag Team Champions. Not SmackDown. Raw Tag Team Champions. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Justice for a midi. Like, I don't know why that didn't run. All right, Tesla. Thanks, man. There it is.
Barb, you better read this.
And didn't read all the smiley faces. So there you go, my man. You got screwed over twice. Elias backstage, though. Man, Elias.
First of all, welcome back. However, we haven't seen you in months, and the first thing you do is smash this guitar over Jeff Hardy.
Right. Yeah, you're a reporter, right? So here's a headline, okay? Elias's new single off the album Payback heading Jeff Hardy's way. How's that?
Payback for what exactly?
Oh, so yeah, everyone has forgiven Jeff Hardy. Everyone's forgiven Jeff Hardy. Well, not me. I'm not going to forget the fact that he hit me with a car and took me out of action for months.
Long-term storytelling.
Was not necessarily responsible for that accident. As far as we know, the suspect is still out there and yet to be identified.
There you go. Mystery's still out there. I like it.
Right?
Longer-term storytelling.
Red hair. You think I don't know who hit me? Now, I'm not about to forgive Jeff Hardy for trying to send me to the big stage in the sky. Okay, and as much as the man upstairs would love a private concert from Elias, a car can't stop me. So, call me a legend, call me a rock icon, call me whatever you will. I am Elias. And being the great musician that I am, I spent this downtime searching my soul and sitting with my thoughts, and I wrote what may be my magnum opus. So, breaking news, Charlie. On October 26th, mark it down, my new album, October 26th, Universal Truth, will be available to the world.
There you go.
But guess what? It gets even better than that, because next week, we're going to celebrate my return to Monday Night Raw with something that, well, especially in these times, people have been dying for. And that's a concert. And it is going to be unforgettable.
Cool.
Especially for Jeff Hardy.
Especially for Jeff Hardy. So Elias sings next week, most likely. And here comes the Hurt Business. One of the best theme songs WWE has put together in a while. Are you in? I am. I'm in. And I'm getting some serious Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson vibes from Cedric Alexander with the Hurt Business. He is embracing that heel side, and he looks great while doing so. But tonight, do we see more Retribution? Do we see Ricochet fighting alongside the Hurt Business as Ali brings down Retribution? That's what I want to see. So last week, when we saw Ali turn his back and join the Hurt Business very briefly, then he slid out of the ring to get out there with Retribution and then points right at them and says, "Get him!" Great delivery of the line, by the way. But I would like to see something similar happen, only Ricochet actually joining the Hurt Business. So Ricochet is maybe in the ring with them, Retribution surrounding the ring, and then Ricochet puts his back up with the Hurt Business and is ready to fight with the Hurt Business against Retribution. I'd like to see that, folks. Whether he actually truly joins the Hurt Business or not, I don't know. But I would like to see it.
Skip the dishes. You deserve great delivery.
We got ourselves a 5-bomb once again from Amity. Thanks, buddy. And he is not happy with Barbara. Well, let's see what it is you've got to say. New bar. Shoot, I keep forgetting. I am so sorry. I know that I need to get a new bar. Let me do that right now. Donation goal. Boom. Reset. There we go. Boom. Thank you, everybody.
Since 1991, but it's not 1991 anymore. Brian could use Boost, a nutritional drink for when he's not getting enough in his diet, to help him keep doing what he loves.
Burn it down! Whether your project is big.
Not even going to read it. Barb, I had enough of your crap. I want a one-on-one, no DQ, no count out, no AAA. And he's got those mad faces, and Barbara didn't even read it. Oh, Barbara. Barbara. You're going to piss off Amity so badly. So badly.
Now available in Painters Made Ultra. Better adhesion, better results.
Oh, poor Amity. Man, justice for Amity. Barbara does not like you. Just does not like you, Amity. How does it feel to not be liked by a robot? Oh, man. Well, guys, we got about 40 minutes remaining in the show. What would you guys rate the show so far out of 10, if you had to give it a rating out of 10? Mine's sitting there. I'm going to go with at the moment, probably a 6.5 out of 10. It's not been outstanding. It's not been great. It's been okay. It's been there. I'm going with a 6.5 out of 10 at the moment. It's going to be really difficult to jump it any higher than that. We need something big-ish to happen. It's felt a little lackluster here tonight.
Imagine the places we'll go.
Yeah. I'd probably say a 6.5 out of 10 so far.
Monopoly Coast to Coast at McDonald's is back with 1 in 5 chances to win. Don't miss out on.
Do I think Keith Lee should hurt the business? Or do I think Keith Lee should join the Hurt Business? No, I don't think so. I was wondering if Keith Lee was going to be the leader of Retribution. I'm happy that it's Ali. I don't know what they plan on doing with Keith Lee. We'll get to it, Spurs. Right now, we're just kind of keeping that up on the screen. Also, here's a legitimate question to most of the wrestling fans here tonight. Do you guys think the draft would be better if it was presented in a way where there was no wrestling? And I don't mean this in, like, this is not me saying I don't want to see a show without wrestling, because personally, I would prefer to see wrestling on a wrestling show. But do you think the draft would work better if it was like a special? Like on, let's say Wednesday for NXT on the USA Network. They edited out, you know, the NXT part, and they just have the draft on Wednesday. A 2-hour show where it was just like a draft, talking about stories, having new people come on over, having everybody in the back, maybe everybody dressed up in a suit and tie, make it look like a legitimate event, and go from there. Like, I don't know how that would work, because you can't do it on Raw, because Raw's 3 hours. You would get bored of watching that. SmackDown, you could do it. You could do it on Friday Night SmackDown, but people do want to see wrestling on SmackDown. That is what people talk about with wrestling. It would make a lot of sense for it to be its own event, or even just like, even if you just like got rid of like the idea of it being like a an actual wrestling show, and you have it just air on the USA Network or air it on Fox as a standalone event. You could air it on a Saturday night, the WWE Draft, everybody with their suit and ties, backstage, championships in hand. You could have like representatives from the USA Network and from Fox making their picks. You could have trading going on throughout the night. Because, like, here's the thing. Imagine, because Monday Night Raw gets 3 picks for every 2 picks SmackDown gets. Imagine if SmackDown was smart and they drafted Retribution, Hurt Business, whatever. They started drafting factions, and then Raw goes, wait a second, we want those people that come with 6 people or 4 people or 3 people or whatever. We want some of those people. Like, what do we got to do? Well, guess what? You know those Raw Tag Team Champions that you just drafted? We want them. Give us the Raw Tag Team Champions for whoever. And make trades throughout the night. Make it more than just, we're drafting, they're going to this brand. Make it a little bit more like on the edge of your seat. Okay, this person's been drafted. Are they going to trade 2 picks for 1? What are they going to do? You know, are you going to maybe trade Ricochet and Apollo Crews for Charlotte Flair? You know, just throwing names out there. Like, whatever. I think that would be really neat. Be difficult to pull off and difficult to get fans to truly tune in and be excited for the entire 2 hours. But if they could trade picks, if they could trade superstars, if they could form and shape the roster so that it's unique throughout the entire night, while presenting it with storylines and backstage interviews and showing what the performers can do on the microphone, I think it would be a really compelling show. Wouldn't need to be any more than 2 hours. You could get through it. You could have the picks be relatively quick, promos in between. You could set up matches for following weeks. You know, like, that's how it would have to happen. Kevin Langoff says, be cool if they had a salary cap. Yo! Oh, that's neat. I like that a lot, Kevin Langoff. What a neat idea. So Kevin Langoff says, be cool if they had a salary cap. So imagine if WWE had a cap on how much you could spend for your show. through the draft, right? So through the draft, you could draft individuals and they have a contract with a number beside that with how much, like, you know, they're worth or whatever. And they draft them. You have to be underneath the cap limit, but once the show ends and you have that cap limit, it gets removed. And then that way you would be able to sign free agents. So you just introduce a cap limit for the draft so that everything kind of is a little fair. If you go with a really high-paid superstar, well, then you're going to have a couple new stars from NXT or whatever to fill up the rest of your roster. I really, really like that, man. They don't like the GMs anymore. Remember that. Well, I mean, like, this is all hypothetical, right? We're talking about WWE trying to make sense. Into the cover, count of 2, Ricochet just gets his shoulder up. So let me ask you here, everyone, who is going to win this match between Ricochet and Cedric Alexander? I like the build-up to this match. I like the execution. And if he beats Ricochet, Ricochet joins the Hurt Business. Also, I really want to see Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. Like, I want to see that on SmackDown. It's too bad Samoa Joe is kind of stuck behind the commentator's booth right now because I would love to see him versus Roman Reigns. I think that would be a perfect post-Hell in a Cell feud for him going into, like, TLC. Samoa Joe versus Reigns would be awesome. But get your votes in, everybody. Either vote Ricochet or vote Cedric for who do you guys think is going to win. Coup de Grace says, Con, a network special annually the day before Mania or the Saturday after Mania. Okay, I like that idea as well. The day before Mania. Treat Mania as like your season finale. Frig, man, that's a really good idea. Treat it as your season finale. Have the draft. Oh, but you know what? You wouldn't want it before, no. Sorry, you wouldn't want the draft before WrestleMania. You'd want it after WrestleMania. Day after. Because so maybe the Monday Night Raw the day after in some way. Because if you do it before WrestleMania, what that means is everybody's going to be predicting the outcomes of WrestleMania based off of where people are going in the draft. And I think that would be a mistake. Post-show would be really cool. Problem is Mania, the night after WrestleMania, is known as being a massive show as well, so maybe that wouldn't work. But I really do like the idea of WrestleMania being the end of the season, and then you get like a draft after that, which resets the rosters and gets people excited for the next year, because that's what it always feels like. You got a whole year to build to WrestleMania, and then once you get to WrestleMania, it's like, okay, let's wait and let's get to the next one. What is going to be the next big feud, or who's the next big superstar coming out of Mania? Who are we building up for the next year?
Cedric Alexander and Ricochet have known each other.
Didn't they do something like that in 2008 and 09 draft, like 1 week after? If they did, then good on WWE back then, because that's actually the smart way to do it. We got ourselves a couple donos right here. I will get to them. Ricochet going for the 630 senton. Cedric hops right up. Ricochet catches him. Right hand. What you just described is basically GM mode. Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, what a driver, too! Ricochet just kicked out, but the referee is down. Oh, that's not good, and MVP is going to take advantage right away. Conman, they already do that with the Superstar Shakeup. No, they don't. Not anything anywhere close. Superstar Shakeup, they just had people randomly show up. Wait a second, Ricochet! Wait a second! Ricochet! Oh no! Ricochet just pulled an Eddie! No way! He just pulled an Eddie Guerrero over the Hurt Business! Viva la raza! Well, then I guess they're done. They're done. The feud's over. Maybe not for sure, but Viva la raza. And MVP just takes a seat in the chair. That was cool. I like that. Ricochet falling. Whoa. Oh my God. Ricochet. Whoa. I like that a lot, man. Chuck Francesco, thank you, my friend, for your 7-bomb there as well. Didn't you just say like 1 week after they should have superstars switch brands? So I think you might have misheard what it is that I was saying. Yes, switch brands, like kind of set it so that Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, or at least WrestleMania, is the end of the season. And then after that, you just kind of have one show where there's no wrestling on it and it's all storyline based. It's all draft. People are sitting backstage with their suits on. And you have, like, you know, people picking for each brand, and then trades happen. And you make it feel like it's a big event that happens every single year to reset the rosters. Like, that's what I say should probably happen to make it feel like it's a bigger deal. Because the WWE Draft, at this point, it's just kind of there. You know, it's a way to get other people to other shows. Yeah. But Chuck, thank you, my man, for your 7-bomb. Let's get this rolled right here.
What is going on with your eyebrows, man?
I shaved them off because of the bugs.
Starting a lot, Terry. Feels like a straight up fool.
It's not a bad idea, Chuck.
I think there should be retained superstars, i.e. Drew McIntyre, then have a pool of unretained superstars like an expansion draft in NHL.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Chuck. That's cool. I do definitely like that. What would be really neat is if WWE wanted to do so, they just simply make it so that all the champions that are on their brands are exempt from the draft. So if you're a champion, then you're basically exempt from being drafted. I know in the past WWE has swapped, like WWE champion and world heavyweight champion, like they've swapped brands. But if you kind of had it so that the champions of your brand were exempt from the draft, and then you just had to draft all the other superstars around them, I think that would be almost a more intriguing way to do the draft. Because you're like, okay, well, the WWE Championship belongs to Raw, so the WWE Champion is not moving off of Raw. Well, the Universal Champion belongs on SmackDown, so of course he's not moving off of SmackDown. And if you kind of run it that way, you could probably build some pretty cool rosters. Unfortunately, the way that WWE does it, they don't have anybody who's exempt from the draft. But I like that, Chuck Francesco. Thank you for your 7-bomb right there. Let's refresh the Boss Battle Championship just to make sure Jason Barker didn't get screwed over. He did not, because Jason Barker dropping 5 up in here, and Mr. Barker, you're going to become the new boss yet again. How is Barker still running away with it? This dude is timing it. Like, he is timing it. Jason Barker, 9-time Boss Battle Champion. Holding on tight to that current championship. Look at it. It's right here. Look. It even says Jason Barker. Like, come on, dude. How you doing this?
You can try something new. Find something they'll love. And keep everyone moving. Even if your bag is a box. There's one easy place, too.
Fine. What moves? You.
Oh, we'll refresh it. It should be good. Oh, what? No way! Jason Barker got screwed! Jason Barker got screwed! Oh, sucks to suck. Oh, no. Barker got screwed by the Boss Battle Championship. It didn't award him the Boss Battle title. 25 health left. Oh, no. Barker got screwed. Oh, goodness me. Someone's going to take advantage. Somebody's going to. Rikaru, I try to have at least 3 bowls a day. At least 3.
This program
Barker's going to get it.
It may contain themes that are not suitable.
Oh, no, Dreadhead and AJ. Oh, no, a mini missed. No. Oh, people missed. Too late. No. Oh, God. Oh, Barker coming up hot as he drops a 250. And with that, Barker's going to become the new boss. Man, the dude's quick. The dude's got good internet. Thank you, Mr. Barker.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Around the 15th of every month there, Retro Demand. Around the 15th. So it'll either be Wednesday or Friday. Most likely Friday. And Iliaro Gonzales, I'm not sure. Retribution has not had a promo yet. Not yet. But we do have some more donos in here. Thank you, Dreadhead AJ. I appreciate that 5-bomb. Unfortunately, you're just a little late on that one, Dreadhead. But appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Kevin. My man dropping 40 heat up in here. Thank you, buddy. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Kevin. That's a hot and heavy dono right there. Thank you, buddy. Amitty then dropped 5, and he said, mine. Well, unfortunately, Amitty, it is not yours. It is not yours, Mr. Amitty, but I appreciate your support regardless. But I'll tell you something right here. We're going to have a new boss. Next week, Keith Lee versus Braun Strowman.
Mine.
That's huge. Battle of two big men. But can I ask, why is WWE giving the battle of two big men away for just an unannounced match, like just a match that was announced a little bit earlier?
With the first pick in the 6th and final round of the WWE Draft, remaining on Raw, Titus O'Neil.
My fellow Florida Gator, Titus O'Neil. Still here on Monday Night Raw.
SmackDown select.
Why?
The untouchable Carmella.
You drafted Titus over Aleister Black. Carmella to SmackDown. I like that pick. That's good. That's good. Mella is money, and she'll be money on SmackDown.
Remaining on Raw, Peyton Royce.
Peyton Royce on Raw.
Aligned by her former iconic partner Billie Kay, Peyton Royce continues now to try to build her singles career here on Monday Night Raw.
And heading to SmackDown, Aleister
There he
Black.
goes. Finally, Aleister Black has been drafted. Black is heading to SmackDown. That is huge for Aleister Black's career. Huge.
And remaining on Raw, Raw's resident ninja, Akira Tozawa.
So Tozawa remains on Raw.
Bad news for the 24/7 champion, R-Truth, who also got drafted to Raw. That means Tozawa and his ninjas are sitting tight here on Monday.
Well, Tozawa and his ninjas on Monday Night Raw.
To go tonight. I mean, that's a very important thing.
That's fair.
Well, here are the results of the now 6th round.
6th and final round, everybody. These are the final people who have been drafted. Titus O'Neil, Carmella, Peyton Royce, Aleister Black, and Akira Tozawa. So, people who were not drafted. Dabba-Kato? Or wait, one sec, guys. Hang on, I might have been an idiot. Did Dabba-Kato get drafted? He did, right? Yeah, never mind. No, that's an idiot. Nope, don't make fun of me. Guys, I'm sorry. Sorry. Erica the Viking Raiders. Billie Kay. Lana. Natalya. Riot Squad. Arturo Ruiz. Tamina. Zelina Vega. So there you go, guys. Those are the people that are remaining as free agents. It's time for the Battle Royal. Did Andrade get drafted? And Andrade, you're right. Andrade didn't get drafted. You guys are right. Yeah, sorry. Andrade didn't get drafted. And Andrade. Okay. I might have missed some more names. I was just going off of what was there. Kevin Langoff, my man, let's get that 40 bomb rolling now. Thank you, buddy. So kind of you. What is it that you've got to say? Well, let's hear it. It was dope, eh, Kevin? Let's do it. Her. Heel. Her. Heel. Her. Heel. Her. Heel.
Alexa to bring new toy to the fun house. Loved the visual of Alexa and Fiend doing double Sister Abigail's.
I did say Erica the Viking Raiders there, Joseph Ventura. Thank you, my friend. Yes, but yeah, very, very interesting. I like Sister Abigail, or I like the Sister Abigail by Alexa Bliss. Looks really smooth. The visual was awesome seeing both of them doing Sister Abigail. Honestly, really, really good story so far. I'm intrigued. Mike says, I think Eva Marie comes back after this match. What if? What if Eva Marie returns during this match? What if Eva Marie returns during this match? You might see Con Man just kind of have a little bit of a melt. Just be like, I think it'll be something along the lines of, no! Something along those lines.
Since we've been using Skip the Dishes so much, I figured.
What if she returns and wins? Well, repeat that reaction that I did there. No! Oh, man. I'm still at a 6.5 out of 10 for Monday Night Raw here tonight. It has not captivated me over a 6.5 in my opinion. Because if she returns, she's probably going to win. And then once again, my reaction would be, no! Matthew Beno asking me, where is the Ali promo? It should be here tonight. We'll see. Hey, Justin Evilizer, how you doing? Imagine if Melina returns. That'd be dope. Sorry, dude, but Titus might be getting pushed. Once again, Retro. Ow! That's the Titus O'Neil getting pushed. How you doing there, Chris Dubbit? Welcome to the stream.
X-Chair supports workers everywhere who find themselves now working from home. Call or click to get $100 off the amazing X-Chair.
Am I okay? Nah, let's be honest. Conman is not okay. He's weird as hell. Hey, Justin. How you doing, buddy? Titus deserves it. He is a really nice guy. Oh my god, he's dad of the year. He's a wonderful individual. I just can't take the stupid Titus O'Neil Wade. Like, no more of that. Like, I don't want to see that. That face, though, yeah. Who do you think of the draft picks so far? Who was your favorite? My favorite pick was probably Kevin Owens going over to SmackDown. I think that's the one that needed to happen the most. I'm intrigued a lot by Seth Rollins going to SmackDown. I like the Fiend switching over to Raw. I think that's a huge move. Aleister Black going over to SmackDown is also a move that I think is going to benefit him. Carmella still wasn't drafted. Crypto Jimmy, she in fact was drafted. Carmella went in the last round. She is going to SmackDown.
Speaking of season premieres, how about what we could see in store next week with all the new additions to the Monday Night Raw roster? You thought tonight was chaotic. I can't imagine.
Kevin, man, it's going to be a huge night when Sasha Banks eventually wins the Women's Championship. It's going to be huge. So Battle Royal time, everybody. Nia and Shayna are in the ring. Billie Kay is. Lana. Bianca Belair is in there as well. Natalya is in there. Dana Brooke. Lacey Evans. Mandy Rose. Peyton Royce.
I just want to say,
Liv
before
Morgan,
this
Ruby
match
Riott.
starts, the Battle Royal is obviously going to be won by Shayna.
Please let Eva
Or more
Marie
likely
show up in this Battle Royal. I
Should
want
I
to see it.
say
I just want to
that
see the
some
entire
time,
internet meltdown.
Pain, humiliation. Why don't you all just jump over the top rope so I don't have to throw you
Tamina and Nikki
over
Cross are
all
there as well.
myself?
Generous offer.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be taking up Nia Jax.
Steve Taylor, this match was announced as being a multi-branded Battle Royal. Whoa! What? Todd 0864, my man, drooping, whatever it is. I don't know how to speak English. Dropping that 50 bomb, my man. Todd 0864, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, hang on, we got to stare down between Nia Jax and Tamina. Oh, Tamina gonna work with Nia. All right, former tag team. Boom. Todd, look at you, bud. Thank you, my man. Oh, Tamina eliminated. Oh, no. Tamina's been eliminated, and I'll tell you what, Wrestle Features is not going to like that one. How long has it been since you were a Boss Battle champ, though, Todd? I could not tell you. But I'm going to tell you what right now, you're certainly going to become one. Billie Kay tries a shoulder tackle to Nia Jax, but can't get her out of the ring. Headbutt down goes Billie Kay, and Nia eliminates Billie. Well, then. Who do you guys think's going to win? Just say a name here in the live chat. If I had to say who do I think is going to win? Peyton Royce? Peyton Royce, right? I think Peyton Royce is somehow going to win this thing. I don't know how. If Eva Marie isn't sticking around, I think Peyton Royce somehow wins this. But thank you so much there, Todd 0864. Let's roll this thing. Oh, Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose are out. And everyone, get on your feet for the one and only Man of the Hour, Todd 0864. Everybody chant it. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Todd. Everyone in the chat, get on your feet. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah! Down goes Nia, and I think Shayna Baszler just helped to eliminate Nia. Shayna Baszler just helped to eliminate Nia Jax.
Since I was a Boss Battle champion. Suck it.
Oh, awesome. But Todd, thank you, my friend. You're becoming the new boss.
Asuka, I apologize. I don't know what Nia Jax has in store. Oh, no, not Lana.
Oh, no, come on! Lana, no! Yeah! Lana through the table again, yes! Yeah. Oh, wait, what's this? McIntyre and Orton backstage. McIntyre and Orton are fighting backstage. Drew McIntyre set right into the side of the steel. And Orton's going after Drew, but Drew now fires Orton right into the side of the steel. This is every Monday night. I'm going to rearrange your face. Orton with a thumb to the eye of McIntyre. Oh no, Orton clubbing blows to Drew, and we go to commercial break. Now that's a neat way to go to commercial. Justin Evilizer, there you go. I read that comment, my man. Yeah, absolutely, Dave Rua. Completely disrespectful to the Women's Battle Royal. But what I will say is they were cutting to commercial break, and I like the fact that we are cutting to commercial break with that happening in the back, like saying like, hey, this is a organic show. Like, people are still fighting backstage. Like, you know, there's more stuff going on than just the stuff you see in the ring. So that little cutaway as they're going to commercial break, I don't mind. What I hate, though, is when WWE comes back from commercial break for a women's match, start showing the women's match, and then about a minute into it, they cut away to something else, or they have this small little screen in the corner. They cut back to it, and then the match is over. That, to me, is disrespectful to the women. When you have something that captures the attention of the audience when you're about to go to commercial break, I don't care what it is. Capture that attention, right? Capture that audience's attention. Lana going through a table, the brawl between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre backstage, that is enough to get people on Twitter talking, right? Throughout this final 10 minutes, there's something big that's coming. I don't know what it is, but there's something big that's coming at the end of the show, and WWE put in those two little brawls right there to get people talking about it on Twitter, to get people laughing about Lana, to get people talking about Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, get people talking about the Women's Battle Royal, and then when they come back from commercial, they might have more viewers for the final moments of the show, which I think is going to be a big moment. I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's going to be a big moment. We got 9 minutes remaining, everyone.
Something a little closer to your heart.
I kind of like it, Steve. Do you? I got a question. Do you think that WWE should make Raw 2 hours and top 5 wrestlers need to go back to NXT and merge the tag team championships? 3 hours is always going to happen. It's going to take a big reason for WWE not to have a 3-hour show for Monday Night Raw. That extra hour pulls in so much cash. This is not me exaggerating. That is an extra hour during primetime television, and WWE makes a boatload of cash for that after 10 p.m. airing time. They make a lot of money off of that extra hour. So it's not going anywhere. What might happen? Yeah, tag team titles being unified and being defended across all brands would be really neat. But do I see that happening either? No, I don't.
It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion.
Not yet, Glenn Cross. They might in the main event here. But this matchup is a battle royal for the #1 contendership for the Raw Women's Championship. In the ring, we still got ourselves... Hang on, I don't see Peyton Royce in the ring, but did Peyton Royce... Folks, did Peyton Royce slide underneath the bottom ring? Or underneath the bottom rope? Oh, Nikki Cross eliminated! Women's right from Lacey Evans. But there is no Peyton Royce in the ring. Did she get eliminated? She's eliminated? She got eliminated during the break? Did they say that on commentary? During the break. Oh, here it is now, everyone. Peyton Royce got eliminated. So there goes my pick. There goes my pick. So Peyton was eliminated during the commercial break. Oh! Liv Morgan planted right down into Ruby Riott. Bianca Belair caught. Catching Shayna. Shayna deadlifted up. Shayna. Oh my God. Did Bianca just eliminate Shayna? She did. Oh, that's huge for Belair's career. Wait, don't tell me Natalia's going to win this damn thing. Oh my God. Maybe they'll have Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans versus Asuka makes sense. Yeah, Lacey makes sense. I'll take Lacey Evans. Natalya, though, trying to eliminate Bianca. Right hand to the face. Bianca Belair. No! Oh, Bianca eliminated by the Riot Squad. That actually works for me. Bianca Belair is heading over to SmackDown. She didn't need to be getting this match. Okay. All right. What about Alexa? True. You know what, guys? I hope Eva Marie just returns at the very end here. I hope Liv Morgan seems like she won this thing. And then, imagine Ruby Riott wins it. Imagine Ruby Riott turns on Liv Morgan in this yet again. After all of this, after trying to earn back her trust, imagine Ruby Riott throws Liv Morgan over the top to win. I might be okay with that. I might be okay with that one. Oh, double Irish whip, leaping over her. Nicely done. Ruby Riott lands on her feet. Liv Morgan lands on her feet. Right hand shoulder tackle to the midsection. Liv Morgan knocked out. No, oh my God, Ruby Riott knocked out as well. Damn. All right, so that's not happening either. Dreadhead AJ says, I thought Alexa was in it. She might be. She might be. She might just show up here at the very end and then hit Sister Abigail and win. Like, that could happen. What a woman's right. Oh, that's right, Steve Taylor. This was a long feud between the two of them when Lacey Evans was really green. Lacey sent over the top rope. Right hand Natalya. Don't tell me Natalya's going to win. Don't tell me they're going to actually allow Natalya to win this one. Lacey Evans leaps right back in, though. Leaps on the back of Natalya. Grabs her by the waist. Natalya with a back elbow. Lacey pushes back off again. Nicely done. Knee to the midsection. I still think Lacey Evans has a ton of potential. What a slap from Natalya. Another slap to the face, man. And Asuka's watching backstage now. I guess for some reason, she's all of a sudden backstage. She left commentary, didn't want to watch up close, instead wanted to watch on the TV screen. Yusuf Shahid, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Uh-oh. Natalya gets pulled over the top rope. Lacey Evans hanging on. Oh. Are they both going down? Oh! Oh no! Lacey Evans hangs on. One foot almost touched the floor. Her other foot is hanging on now. Natalya on the outside of the ring. Natalya just got kicked down. Ooh! Natalya hanging on with everything that she's got. Both of her feet are just inches off the floor. Look at that, though. Nice reversal. Lacey Evans almost picking up the win. Natalya! Oh my God, no way! Natalya stopping the Hurricanrana! Natalya hanging on! Oh my God, eliminating her! Lacey Evans is out! Natalya wins! Wait, no bell though. Hang on, no bell. Lana! Oh my God! Oh, no way! Lana wins! Oh my God! Oh, and then the brawl continues. That's funny. That's funny right there, man. Like that's just funny. That is actually funny. Lana freaking wins the #1 contendership. Lana is the #1 contender for the Women's Championship. But the brawl continues. Here we go. McIntyre and Orton throwing everything on the line. No promo from Retribution, though. Wait, Retribution hasn't been here at all. Did they seriously cut Retribution tonight? Orton and McIntyre fighting ringside. Oh, McIntyre sent right over the barricade, but then right back in ringside. Orton. Oh, face first goes McIntyre again. So I guess this is, I guess they cut the Ali promo. I guess Ali and Retribution aren't going to be here tonight. That's kind of the... That kind of sucks. I was looking forward to hearing from them. I wonder why they got cut. But folks, like, unless they randomly do a quick promo here for like 30 seconds, they're not going to make the show. Unless it happens here at the very end of the show. It could be. Separating the brawl. Wow. All right. Damn. Damn. That lowered it for me. I don't like it when WWE announces things and then doesn't follow through. So no retribution here tonight. No retribution here tonight. So... Well then, everyone. Yeah, so no retribution tonight. I will say this much, kind of like Sami Zayn's follow-up right here. He says on Twitter, imagine having the undisputed Intercontinental Champion and perhaps the most complete pro wrestler on earth in the prime of his career available to you and letting him slip into the 4th round. Worst part is I'm not even surprised. This is how little honesty and integrity are valued. Wow. So yeah, Sami Zayn not happy about where he got picked. That was a little bit of a shock there today. You know what? I don't know what else to say, folks. That was a weird show towards the end. I'm not happy about that ending. I don't think too many of us are happy about the fact that Retribution was announced and they didn't show up. This is now the second time that they've kind of clickbaited people. I don't really like that. So if I had to say my ranking for the show, I was going with a 6.5 throughout the whole show until, don't get me wrong, Lana, I see why they did it. Asuka's going to be able to beat the ever-loving crap out of her, and it's going to be fun to watch. They don't have any challengers for Asuka, so they might as well go with the person who is the most hated, and that's Lana. But I still don't necessarily like it. I think Eva Marie would have been really, really funny to see. Lana's a close second. Just the whole Retribution thing, man, you can't announce something after such a hot reveal with Ali last week and the thing where it's like, get him. It just kind of doesn't make sense. Mark Kern says, Con, then if everything that was supposed to happen, then Raw would have ran 30 minutes long. That's on WWE. Don't announce it, right? I think that's what a lot of fans are really trying to get across, is that they don't care what gets announced for the show, but if you're going to announce it, at least try to write in the story why Retribution isn't there, because there's nothing worse as a fan than sitting there for the entire show when something has been announced and you're waiting for it and it just doesn't come. That to me was Retribution here tonight. I wanted to see Ali's explanation. I wanted to hear from him. I still want to hear from him. I'm still going to be excited when they put him out there to actually talk to us, but don't announce it and then not deliver. I am A-okay with there being a storyline write out or there being a reason that Retribution didn't show up or whatever. But for me, if you're going to announce something, deliver. That's all I ask. And WWE did not deliver tonight, in my honest opinion. Overall, I thought the show was weak. And for me, you know what? As I'm saying this out loud, it's below a 6. It's a 5.5 out of 10. I think it was a much weaker show than that 6.5 I had throughout most of the show. It was even weaker than that. So yeah, 5.5 out of 10 is my final ranking for tonight's Monday Night Raw. But yeah, if you guys have a ranking of your own, let me hear it in the live chat. We got one donation here to get through before the end of the show, so let's roll it. It is from our man Big Baller Sam, and you in fact are a big baller. So let's hear from the Big Baller brand, my man. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Here's our final comment of the day.
How can they not have Ali and Retribution on the show after last week? Very disappointed. 4.5.
There you go. 4.5 out of 10 is your ranking right there. Thank you, Big Baller Sam. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody for stopping in here today. On your way out, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. And yeah, come follow me over on Discord. We got a nice little Discord community where you guys can talk amongst each other. And then you can come follow me on Twitter at Conman167. There is going to be no live streams tomorrow. Just letting you guys know Lucha Underground is going to take place this Friday. So no Lucha Underground tomorrow. Taking the day off. Going to really work on the Conman universe. I want to get it into a spot where you're going to like it because I'm not really happy where it's at right now. So going to work on that some more. That's tomorrow. And we'll be back again on Wednesday with the Conman universe, NXT, and AEW. But thank you so very much, everyone, for watching. I really hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Once again, if you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. I've been Con, and that was Monday Night Raw.